We live, no jive. I ain't making no noise, avoiding all decoys. In the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing, hoping y'all doing the big old same, man. You know what I'm talking about? Dog look like a sheep. What's good with the people, man? We on a little bit of rocky terrain right now, man, but everything gonna be alright. You know what I'm talking about? Man, if I tell y'all about the day I had yesterday, nigga, if I could tell y'all how many times that I remember OG told me this shit a long time ago, man. He said you will never be able to count your blessings. You can't, man. Some shit happened to Bray yesterday, man. That's like the second time that shit didn't happen to me in my life. I told y'all one time that shit happened to me in my 280Z. You know what I'm talking about? Tricky Turn Tuesday it is, man. You know what I'm talking about? Video uploading if it's not uploaded already, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's how breath fuck with it. Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. Nigga, when I tell you my brakes went all the way out yesterday, nigga, and I was running around this motherfucker mobbing, nigga, with no brakes, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? It's like my brakes and my hazard lights went out together, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I can't bullshit with you, nigga. Cause I had my motherfucking hazard lights on, and I was wondering why everybody was acting like they didn't see my motherfucking hazard lights. It's because they didn't see the motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? But we okay. You know what I'm talking about? We You know what I'm talking about? We made it through. That's what I'm saying, man. Motherfucker gotta be the light. Got a lot to be grateful for, man. They had breath suicide against traffic, man. In the midst of a big ass van coming through. And it's a good thing, you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about a real good thing, man. That I have, you know what I'm talking about, mob ability. Cause I got the zigging and zagging. Hey, man, what's good with it? Yeah, I got the zigging and zagging. You know what I'm talking about? And made it through traffic. Now I see I'm live, man. Let me go and try to share this thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let me go and try to share this thing. You feel me? Alright, what's good with it, man? Thank you for coming through here, man. Talking about being in the corner, man. You know what I'm talking about? I had to share myself real quick, man. What's good with it, man? I'm alright. What about yourself, man? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm feeling alright. In the big old live with no jive, in the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing, hoping you doing the big old sign, you know what I'm talking about? Eating a little bit of chocolate pie. You know what I'm talking about? Tricky Turn Tuesday. Somebody gonna say Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. What you talking about, bro? Tricky Turn? I was just tripping off of this fight that just happened with Tank Davis and Brett Davis fought Roach. But it was hella funny to me how the narration is different when it's everybody else's favorite fighter. You know, somehow, because me myself, I'm a boxing fan, but I like a lot of the little dudes. I like Tank. And you gotta watch, because this is how life is. And I just watch everybody, because we don't really have sports fans no more. The way these niggas is just weird in these days, bro. These niggas be having man crush. You feel what I'm saying? While I'm mobbing this big ass truck. You know what I'm talking about? I I told you can't waste game, you can only spill it. You know what I'm talking about? A little bit of chocolate pie. Then you can get your Dukes at the hazard truck having that. But it's just funny to me how all the excuses came when it was everybody else's favorite fighter. And that's just how life is, man. You know what I'm talking about? They say how it's life. Just like that there. That's why they said the same thing that'll make you laugh, make you cry. And that's why on this motherfucking Tricky Turn Tuesday, it is real good to just keep game even. And just treat people the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's not going to be funny when it's your turn. We going to act like we just wasn't doing all that shit to other people. You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm a Devin Haney fan. I'm an Oakland fan, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I told you I root for anything about that Oakland. And I could just remember when he got cheated. I can remember the narration. They went so far as to saying the drugs didn't even matter. Even though a nigga was on drugs, if drugs didn't matter, a nigga wouldn't even be on drugs. It's just gonna be different when they want you to lose. Them niggas said the drugs didn't matter. Now these niggas trying to make an excuse for the hair grease. Nigga, something straight out of comic book, bruh. But that's what they gonna do when it's your turn. They gonna criticize you, then they gonna make an excuse for the people they like. It ain't gonna be the same. That's why if you knew like I knew, nigga, you would just spend your whole life being you. You wouldn't let other people measure you. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas look crazy as a motherfucker, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. I was just waiting to see what the Tank Davis channels was gonna say about that performance. And it's not even like Tank had a bad performance. It was just a good ass fight. But nowadays we can't even have a good ass fight. It ain't nothing wrong with the sport. It's you weird ass niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing really wrong with the sport of boxing. It's you weird nerd ass niggas that be having man crush on niggas and becoming the niggas' defense. Like they your blood relatives and shit. Listen, man, if you lost, you just lost. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why we should just keep the game even and just call it how we see it. Because if you don't, you're going to be looking crazy as a motherfucker when the same thing happened to the person you like. That's why they say have some class. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's why they say have some class about yourself. Tricky Turn Tuesday. Because in the blink of an eye, you could be up under that scrutiny. In the blink of an eye. I don't even know what you was talking about, man. Hey, Rob, what's good with it, man? Rob Wall, man. Thank you for coming through here, man. I ain't doing nothing. Just live with no jive in the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing. Hoping everybody else doing the big old same, man. Yeah, brothers out here, man. You know what I'm talking about, with my eye on the traffic. Tricky Turn Tuesday. because we live in a day and age where everybody likes teasing everybody else, talking about everybody's mishaps and just weird as fuck. You know what I'm talking about? And they act like you weird for noticing they weird. You feel me? Keep your head on the swivel, man. You got to. I hear you, my G. Thank you, man. Once again, man, thank you for coming through this motherfucker. Everybody who coming through this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm talking about? And man, if you keep on living, you'll realize, man, that you will life has a funny way. The universe, it has a funny way with putting your ass on stage. So when you out there laughing at people and teasing people and making fun, the universe will see the universe will put you in that same position to see if it's still funny. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. And I notice when we do get put in the same situations, we have a completely different logic then. It's not funny anymore now. Some kind of way we deserve some kind of sympathy because it's us. Y'all something straight out of the comic book, bruh. Tricky Turn Tuesday. We just play too much, nigga, in the world. I'm gonna tell y'all something too. You ain't gotta listen to me either, bruh. Y'all gonna first of all, I keep telling y'all not gonna have friends 30 and 40 years from now, man. But listen to me, bruh. Y'all better stop listening to these people direct y'all on playing games with other people, bruh. Y'all better stop listening to that shit, bruh. Y'all better stop listening to these niggas that be having them titles and shit talking about if she does this is what you do. Man, y'all better stop playing them games, bruh. Tricky Turn Tuesday. Cause that's one of our biggest problems right now in the world, bruh. We play too many of them games. What's gonna end up happening to your ass is you gonna play games till there's no more games to be played, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Then you ain't gonna be able to play with nobody. Then you gonna realize you have played yourself. That's what you gonna realize, bruh. But all these motherfuckers running around trying to tell a bitch or a nigga like, hey man, this is what you should do if he do. Man, y'all better stop listening to that shit. Y'all better stop playing games with people, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. That's what's wrong with you niggas right now. Because y'all don't have enough common sense. You ain't got to take my word for it, bro. But if you gonna be with somebody, it should be based on y'all so goofy, bro. You know how many times in my motherfucking life I done seen old bitches too. These bitches sit right down there and talk about they got a nigga on their line, but the nigga not they type. Now I'm gonna tell you why y'all be so delusional. First of all, they didn't say the nigga had no kind of problem or nothing like that. He just wasn't they type. He was short or he was dark skinned or like whatever that fucking they type was, right? But he was doing everything. Do y'all realize with that motherfucking ideology right there, bro, you would be alone. And guess what happened every time when them bitches found they type? The nigga they thought was attractive or whatever. They was right back over there with a black eye telling the bitches how this nigga done put foot and nothing but foot in their ass. But that was they type. We in the day and age, bruh, and we been living there where you don't know what your type is, bruh. That ain't even your type. That's just some shit you want. You know what I'm talking about? We don't even understand what our type is. This is what I would tell you. Because y'all play too many games. Y'all be around motherfuckers seeing what they gonna do, then you listen, bruh. If you can't find a motherfucker that's gonna give you they all and you can give them your all, you might have the wrong person, bruh. Around you, period. Whoever the fuck it is, a bitch, some friends, family. If you can't find motherfuckers around you where you, because I don't understand being around a motherfucker holding back. You playing games, bruh. Nigga, we gonna die one day. Nigga, you might die in the next 10 minutes. I'm not holding back nothing, bruh. I don't need nobody around me where I can't, you know what I'm talking about? Them the wrong people. It seemed like to me, your type would be the motherfucker who is all for you. And that's what's wrong with y'all right now in this world. Once again, keep listening to these motherfuckers if you want to. You said, yeah, keep your, yeah, that shit crazy. Hold on, we got a little bit of sun. That shit crazy as motherfucker, man. On everything, Rob. We so goofy, bruh. That's why y'all end up with the people you end up with. That's why y'all end up with that attractive piece of shit. Because the motherfucker that liked you, they was too short, they had a mole, or you didn't like them, bitch had a flat booty, and you know what I'm talking about? You be looking at some physical shit, but that same flat booty bitch, nigga with a, that's the same bitch that's all in for you. But you don't want the bitch because y'all don't even know what's good for you. Y'all still sitting around with motherfuckers like that movie, two could play this game, y'all steadily playing games with motherfuckers. You cheat, I'ma cheat, I'm going through your phone, and man, what the, how is that life? How is that even life? You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Tricky Turn Tuesday. And you play so many of them games to where you just keep on, you get old, bruh. And you done played with everybody that probably even wanted your ass. You get what I'm saying? And then you just left. You just gonna be hella old, bruh. You gonna realize then you're gonna be one of the miserable old people because you're gonna start regretting all the shit you could have did and what you should have did and all that shit. Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. I'm telling you, this shit go all the way around the board. We just goofy. Y'all be waiting. Y'all just goofy. I don't understand y'all logic. Y'all won't take no advice from the people you know. Then y'all will go find one of these motherfuckers on YouTube or social media that you don't know, and you will totally agree with them. But the only reason you agree with them because you wouldn't find one of these motherfuckers that told you what you wanted to hear. They was agreeing with you. So that's the person you like. They know what they talking about. I just seen some shit like that on the fight, man. Now they keep talking about this fight, man. That nigga ego funny as a motherfucker, bro. That nigga something straight out of comic book. I'm starting to think that nigga is Saguni, bro. And he just like that nigga Tank Davis. But this nigga is 1,000,001 motherfuckers who thought Roach won the fight. This nigga go find the one motherfucking professional boxer that agreed was his point of view, and this is what he posts and trying to say, see, this is a boxer. He knows what he's talking about. What about the other 93 boxers that said that the other nigga won? And this is the type of shit that we do. That's the same shit we do with the Bible. We go find the motherfucking Bible verse that coincides with our argument. And then we try to make it seem like, man, y'all something straight out of the comic book, man. Tricky Turn Tuesday. You should just keep the game clean, bruh. Because if you keep the game clean, you ain't gonna have to come back apologizing and all that shit. You can just call it like it is, bruh. But that's what happened. All the time, folks. You know what I'm talking about? All the time, bruh. Tricky Turn Tuesday. And it ain't never the same when it's on you. You know, like y'all used to laugh at people getting their ass whooped just like they did Little Nephew. They said it didn't even matter if he got cheated. They was just laughing at that ass whooping he took. You know what I'm talking about? It don't be so funny when it's your ass getting whooped. That nigga, is that an old school Cyclone? That nigga, he appeared to be running. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. Tricky Turn Tuesday. This world crazy as a motherfucker, folks. That's why if you knew like I knew, nigga, you would just do you. Because if you leave it up to the people, depending on how much they like you or not, they either gonna cook your ass or they gonna try to defend you. Whether you right or wrong. Niggas sound crazy. Just pay attention, man. If you pay attention, that's the same shit they gonna do to you. That's the same shit they gonna do to you. I'm telling y'all, man, I got a story called The Man Who Didn't Know Who He Was. I seen that shit happen so many times in real life. Where a nigga trying to fit in somewhere, a nigga over there kumbaya and shit. Nigga, 10 minutes later, they was over there, had his ass in the blender. You know what I'm talking about? 10 minutes later, they had his ass in the blender. That's why if you knew like I knew, people just is who they is. You know what I'm talking about? People be looking at, especially nowadays, bro. People be looking to take advantage of your weaknesses and flaws. There really ain't a lot of love out here like that no more, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna get more attention for the back door. You're gonna get more attention for the backstab. You're gonna get more attention for the dirty laundry being aired out. So it really ain't even cool to keep it real no more. You feel me? Yeah, the cool thing is to be around your partners, learn all their secrets and shit, then come divulge them to the public. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga come up here talking about your other kids and shit, your other little child. Nigga so straight out of comic book blood. I just don't get on my mama. It ain't for me to give, man. I'm trying to figure out how they got men to adopt that motherfucking philosophy to where we coming up here on TV, man, talking about other players' mistresses and shit. I just never thought I'd see this day, folks. I just seen the title, man, and shook my head right before I came live, man. It was on my motherfucking thing before I tried to go live, man. And the nigga talking about some shit like supposedly 2 suspects have come forward. Man, y'all don't cut it out, folks. Why do we have a fucking neck? Tricky Turn Tuesday, bro. Why do we have a neck for coming up here trying to tell you some shit we don't know about, man? 2 assailants is on the run. We have 2 suspects. Now, what if that was your people, folks? The suspects. What if your people had just got through handling their business? You know what I'm talking about? And niggas got these niggas all over the news. And y'all something straight out of comic book. We don't give the people a fair chance no more, bruh. We in everybody business, folks, trying to bring you the story for some views. We be out here playing with people's lives, nigga. I swear to God, nigga, on my mama, I don't even promote no violence. I wish y'all would do that one day and the niggas that was on the run and come find you and wake your motherfucking ass up. Everybody who reported on that shit. I wish them niggas, whoever fuck was on the run, to come wake y'all motherfucking ass up for being in their business. Cause that's what the fuck you gonna need. You gonna need some shit just like that to keep motherfuckers up out of motherfuckers' business, bruh. That shit was reserved for politics and sports and shit, bruh. Something that we all could either agree or disagree on, bruh. That shit, we ain't supposed to use people's lives, bruh. Like we talking about no fucking sports or the soap operas or some game show, bruh. You not. Shit don't make no sense. Tricky Turn Tuesday. So what? On some real shit. See, nigga, supposedly they have 2 suspects in the murder. Man, y'all don't know nothing about them people business, bro. Y'all don't know nothing about them people business, bro. A nerd that don't, and y'all so quick for saying, I ain't got nothing to do with the streets. I ain't no street person. Y'all, for y'all not to be no street people, y'all should stay updated on the local street news, don't you? Somehow you ain't no street person, but you know everything that's going on in the streets. Niggas is nerds, bro. I'm telling you, man. And I wish y'all would talk on one of them niggas' business and they'll come wake your ass up. I don't even promote no violence, I don't. That's the only way y'all gonna learn, bro. You gotta bump your motherfucking head, folks. Tricky Turn Tuesday. You know what I'm talking about? That shit good. All that shit fun and games, nigga, until you the one that's on the run. The niggas got your picture on the news. Nigga can't even go buy a plane ticket, a train ticket, cause you on every motherfucking bloggers. I mean, y'all something straight out of comic book, bruh. And we gonna act like that's not snitching. Y'all didn't let the nerds infiltrate street business, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. Niggas done let nerds infiltrate street business, bruh. Y'all let the nerds run the narrative now, bruh. You niggas out here following the nerds, man. There's a story on there, man. Y'all something straight out of comic book, Tricky Turn. But just remember that, bruh, while y'all out here doing that shit. because everybody gets their turn. I've had several of them. Everybody get their turn, bruh. So while you out here reporting on people, let's just hope if a situation occur with you that you ever had to handle your business, that niggas ain't gonna have your motherfucking face on the it ain't even the news. Niggas ain't gonna have your face on their blog. You know what I'm talking about? Let's just hope niggas don't have your face painted on their vlogs everywhere across the world. Talking about some shit. I ain't even talking, don't even know what the fuck going on. Steadily repeating what the fuck the police said. We don't give our people no kind of shot, nigga. We steadily reporting what the police said. Like the police is out here trying to paint a nigga in a good light. But we gonna come tell you what the police and the news people said. He needs to be arrested. Nigga, something straight out of comic book, bruh. I told you, bruh, they done finessed you niggas out y'all manhood. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all be running around here talking about all that no Diddy and all that, bruh. They have finessed you niggas out y'all manhood, bruh. It didn't even take, you niggas ain't got no resistance to yourself. Y'all don't, bruh. You would just run around here, monkey see, monkey do. Y'all do not really realize that gossiping, when you're around here gossiping, smacking your lips, telling people about other people, just all that shit, bruh, you make yourself look like them hoes down the street in the yellow apartments. You make yourself look like something. I ain't bullshitting with you. I ain't. Tricky term. And just like that boxing match, bruh. And the motherfucker tried to tell me, I'm telling you, man, I was going through my partner, Nate the Great. We be going back and forth. And I don't know if Nate don't like Nephew or he a Tank fan. But I just noticed, even with the regular public, they don't cover. I just don't like, because I told you, man, I think niggas just be hating on Oakland niggas. Because I'm an Oakland nigga myself. And I've been all around this world, man, and niggas be hating on Oakland niggas. Niggas be hating on California niggas, period, bro, but niggas be hating on Oakland niggas. Because Oakland niggas be having a little game about they self and get down. You know what I'm talking about? Real quick. You know what I'm talking about? And, so I noticed, like, a lot of times when motherfuckers be coming up out of Oakland, they get some real bad coverage, just like Marshawn Lynch did in his first years in the NFL. You feel what I'm saying? And they wonder why that nigga don't want to give them people no interview. The media didn't do nothing but crush that nigga for the first 5-6 years of his career. Then he wonder why, then they wonder why they'll make it seem like you define and shit because you don't want to talk to these motherfuckers after they talked about you. Now it's cool to celebrate you. You done won the Super Bowl and shit. Now it's cool to celebrate you. And they, man, fuck y'all. You know what I'm talking about? That's just how life will do you. You know what I'm talking about? But I just noticed when it was Tank, and like I said, I like Tank. I like all them little young niggas. But I just know how people get covered different. The people y'all like the essays and shit, they never get criticized. I was trying to tell Nate that, man. He keep telling me if you talk about Devin Haney, the first thing they gonna say 3 or 4 things. He got dropped by Ryan Garcia. He got stunned by Linares. He got he lost the fight against Lomachenko. You know what I'm talking about? And I tell you, Devin Haney has fought people that your favorite fighter ducked. That's what I tell you. He really lost the fight with Lomachenko. How many of them niggas even tried to fight Lomachenko? You feel me? Talking about, oh man, he only beat Kambosos. Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. Now let Nephew have lost to Kambosos. Y'all something straight, y'all just don't have the same coverage, man. Y'all move the goalposts with that shit. And I think it was just a good ass fight. It was just a good fight. I don't see the big old thing over it. You know what I'm talking about? but I see the coverage. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't seen nobody say how the fuck was Tank Davis struggling with a motherfucker that was a cherry pick, first of all, and a motherfucker that moved up from 130. How the fuck was he wibble wobbling Tank like that? How was Tank being, you know what I'm talking about? It would have just been a whole nother narrative of Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, any of them other niggas had that same fight. Ryan Norman Jr. Any of them niggas had the same fight, bro. It would have been a different, they would have got criticized, folks. Lord forbid them niggas had took a knee, then got up and say it was from the hair grease the bitch put on them. Niggas would have got, come on, man. But when it's our favorite people, we gonna make excuses for that shit. And that's what's wrong with the world. Just call that shit like it is. Nigga lost. I'm not even mad with the draw though, because it was a close enough fight. You feel me? But at the same time, we all seen what happened. Because I don't get that shit either. I don't get that you got to take it from the champ. Like, what the fuck else? How the fuck else is you supposed to take it from the champ? Like, I don't get that statement. You got to beat the champ. He beat him. That nigga put on the best performance of his life, bruh. What the fuck else do you have to do? That shit don't make no sense. That shit is just another excuse to discredit a nigga's performance. How the fuck you didn't do enough when that nigga won the fight? That's what I don't get. What the fuck else was he supposed to do? He rocked the nigga a couple times. What else was he supposed to do? He was countering the shit out of Tank. That nigga going, doing good body work, man. That nigga hurt Tank to the body. That nigga, man. Come on, man. That's like, and that's what's bad about the world. That's what's bad about sports. Because they can take your moment away from you. Just like that. And that's why you really don't want to leave, even in life, nigga. You don't want to leave that shit up to the judges. There ain't no telling what's on their scorecard. You ain't never went to the penitentiary when the people told you was gonna get probation. You know what I'm talking about? You done went in there and looked at the judge scorecard. Nigga, you swore, man. The public defenders then lied to you and shit, talking about they finna ask for probation. And they done said a whole bunch of shit. They done made you think you finna get probation, nigga. You go up in there, nigga, on the judge scorecard, she say 16 months. You know what I'm talking about? That's why you never want to leave it up to the judges, man. Out here in the big trucks with your big lanes, doing my thing, hoping everybody doing the big old same, man. But it's a beautiful day. Man, bruh had one of the... Nigga, my brakes must have went out yesterday, man. When I tell you I had the suicide through traffic, and there was a big ass white van coming. You know what I'm talking about? That shit was scary as a motherfucker. That shit just like, I just seen bruh getting T-boned. You know what I'm talking about? Luckily for me, not only can I think under pressure, you know what I'm talking about, I can think well under pressure. So a few turns of the steering wheel and hit my own gas, you know what I'm talking about? I safely got myself out of danger, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I safely got myself out of danger. But that was a lucky one, man. I got that motherfucker, my shit just went out. All motherfucking brake system snapped, nigga. I stepped on the motherfucker whole brake system snapped, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? You say, well, baby, cuz I just want to tell you that I love your music and you are still the number one MC, lyricist, artist, rapper, all live. Hold on, let me see. Rapper, all that in the world. Take any line you said and say it. Bet you be flying. Yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm talking about? I appreciate that. The big old Nick Cuss. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you. I ain't forgot you either, man. I'm telling you, this is hella shit going on, man. I will get to you. It might take me a little time, man, but I will get to you, man. You know what I'm talking about, on everything, man. So just bear with me. I just got a call from my folks, said he was in town, you know what I'm talking about. I gotta now I gotta find a day off. Go get my motherfucking brakes fixed. Nigga, I was flying through traffic, nigga. That shit felt, nigga, I felt like Nigga, I felt like Chevy Chase in one of them National Lampoons. Hey, what's good with it, sis? I felt like Chevy Chase, nigga, in one of them National Lampoon movies, man. I was just coming across traffic, suicided through traffic, man. You know what I'm talking about? I got that motherfucker in yeah, I put that motherfucker in park, man. You know what I'm talking about? There's gonna be Ubers from this point on until that motherfucker right there get fixed, man. You know what I'm talking about? Tricky turn Tuesday. I still yikes before I strike. This ain't no good truck to yike in. You know what I'm talking about? OG behind me, man. Burn rubber on OG, man. I don't know why. Cause just me personally, I don't like riding hella close to people, man. I try to get I be trying to give people their space. I don't be trying to be up in behind people. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never liked to be up in behind people. I always try to give people their space, man. Even when I run into trucks, I start driving slow and shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I do. I start driving slow and shit, man, to get lost. I ain't never, man, because it seemed like when a motherfucker trying to keep up with you, it just seemed like they trying to report something. I just get that feeling. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I just get that feeling. Like they trying to report you doing something. They want to look at how you driving on the road. You know what I'm talking about? I yikes before I strikes. That's how I drive on the road. But I wish he would get the fuck from the back of me. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what I know, man. I guarantee you, because of the way I am, I'm not gonna be one of them old nosy motherfuckers. I'm not. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to know what you're doing, man. I just want you to leave me the fuck alone while I'm doing what I'm doing. I've always been like that in the world, man. You know what I'm talking about? I've always been like that in the world. I don't really care about what you're doing. I wish you'd leave me the fuck alone while I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I think the world would be a much better place if everybody just mind their motherfucking business. It's just like I told you, I had a nigga call me on the phone. I had to tell this nigga in real life, because this nigga, I can't stand when a nigga try to debate me about something the fuck that I said. You know what I'm talking about? What am I talking about? Don't nobody know, nigga. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? What the fuck I'm saying doesn't have to make sense to you. See, that's what's wrong with you right now. As the people, you're too motherfucking nosy. So when people say shit, you be trying to figure out who the fuck they talking about. Because you got a guilty conscience in there somewhere. You trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And what's going on be none of your motherfucking business most of the time. But you done came over here like Deion Sanders. Like I said, intercepted a nigga conversation on the 50-yard line, you know what I'm talking about, and tried to run it back. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man, that was a flag on the play, man. You know what I'm talking about? You caught them people business, nigga, by the only reason you was able to catch them people business is because you pushed them people out of the way, so it was a flag on the field. It was pass interference. You know what I'm talking about? So the touchdown don't count, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because you pushed the people down to intercept their business. So they never even had a chance to catch their own business. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all just get on my nerves with that shit, bro. Y'all do, bro. I see these motherfuckers on the news, bro. Y'all get on my nerves. I swear to God, blood. They on the news talk about that shit with the people saying nigga Ben Affleck or some shit. Nigga, this nigga, do y'all realize they be talking to them other movie stars they know? And then 1 million people that jumped in their conversations and shit. Y'all hella funny with that shit. And then the movie stars have been, man, y'all bet not, man. Y'all bet not never let me get the ball. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all gonna, I don't know. Y'all ain't gonna like when Bruh got the ball. I'm not saying nothing politically correct. Fuck y'all. They gonna, yeah, fuck y'all. Yeah, I ain't bullshitting with you. Fuck y'all. I ain't saying nothing politically correct. Nigga, fuck y'all. Period, nigga. Y'all be sitting up there scared of telling people how y'all feel and shit when they be asking you. But, nigga, I wish I would be boxing. Nigga, I just lost and the motherfucker asked me what I did. Nigga, I'm liable to get a year ban, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Ask me a dumbass question. Let me hit you with one of these motherfucking left hooks, nigga. Then you answer your own question. Why didn't you move out the way of the left hook? I'm finna hit you with one of these motherfuckers, then you answer your own question. Cause the motherfucker's coming fast, nigga. That's why I didn't move out the way, nigga. Same way you didn't move out the way when I hit you with this one, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Ask a nigga a dumbass question in the heat of a moment and shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's just this. Y'all have no consideration, bro. I'm telling you how to get this shit back right. Start slapping the shit out motherfuckers. Start hitting motherfuckers in the head with shit and shit like that. I don't promote no violence. Entertainment purposes only, bro. Because the only thing a motherfucker understand universal is violence. I ain't bullshitting. You can get everybody in the room and everybody speak a different language. Can't nobody understand what the fuck nobody else is saying and start slapping motherfuckers. Nigga, no matter what language you speak, you gonna start understanding that. You gonna understand what the fuck going on. Get a million motherfuckers in the room that speak different languages and start slapping motherfuckers. I bet you everybody gonna understand what the fuck that means. Violence is a universal language. It is, man. Man, I be trying not to say nothing, but I just can't stand a bitch that look like a frog. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna tell you something that y'all be giving me. I get tired of everybody always talking about the black bitch, even though that black bitch will get on your nerve. But bro, y'all be, nigga, it be more fucked up Caucasian bitches and SA bitches and shit, bro. Them hoes be running around here looking like Slimer. I just seen the SA bitch look like nothing but a bullfrog. I'm telling you, that bitch look like the bullfrog off Thundercats. You know what I'm talking about? Over here fucking with Lionel. What was that cat name, nigga? What was the cat name, nigga? Snarf! Bitch over here looking like Snarf, nigga! God damn, nigga! God damn, nigga, bitch look like Snarf, nigga! I'm over here. God damn, nigga! I say, blood, why you fuck with it like that? Cause if I don't, ain't nobody else is, man. God damn, nigga. Bitch over here looking like Snarf. I'm hearing that motherfucker used to be like, God damn. Nigga Snarf. God damn. That motherfucker used to be over here talking about, you know what I'm talking about? Scary ass Snarf. A Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. I swear to God, man, just like on Earth, bruh, like you really have to be humble with inside. Because I'm gonna tell you what we good for now. We good for being politically correct. We good for agreeing with the popular shit in front of everybody. We good for in front of everybody saying, man, that's fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? Don't talk about them. Then when we get home, secretly laughing at them and shit, talking about that's what they ass get. On the inside, be happy when you see somebody fall off and all that shit right there, man. You know what I'm talking about? You just gotta be humble for real and keep the game clean, bro. Because if you keep living the same shit, it's bound to happen to you. You know what I'm talking about? It's bound to happen to you. And when it happened to you, see if that shit's still funny then. You gonna want somebody to feel sorry for you then. You gonna be talking about how they did you then. That's the same way they did to other people. You just covered it different. He said Snarf ass milk. I'm telling you, man, you just covered it different. Look, they already arguing. Ooh, that's a bad nigga. It look like two partners out there. And the two partners, they bitches is arguing with one another. You know what I'm talking about? Now that's a cold dynamic right there when you on the double date. You know what I'm talking about? That's the coldest dynamic in the world if you on the double date. You know what I'm talking about? When the bitches don't like each other, that's just so uncomfortable. You feel me? Or the couples mad at each other, that's just so uncomfortable. I remember we went to the morning breakfast, man, about 3 o'clock in the morning. My partner, he over there mad at his bitch. Whole table, nigga, is just, you know what I'm talking about? Whole motherfucking table. They done killed everybody vibe. That's why if you knew like I knew, you'll be better off a lot of times just like if it's just you and your bitch, you'd be better off just going to do that shit by y'allself, bruh. A lot of times, unless y'all fuck with some happy people. Now, it's possible that you do have them happy friends. You feel me? Cause I got a nigga like that, man. I gotta go fuck with my nigga. My nigga done told me to come watch them fights 2 times, man. But my brakes went out. You know what I'm talking about? But I do got a happy partner where it's just gonna be all laughs, smiles, drinks, smoke, you know what I'm talking about? And it's gonna be done like it's supposed to be done. But I have also went somewhere that shit will fuck your vibe up, nigga. Nigga, just you and your bitch, period, bruh. Don't get in the habit of taking, going around them people that be arguing all the time, bruh. That shit is a bad spirit, bruh. I am not bullshitting with you, bruh. Next thing you know, you and your bitch be arguing. I ain't bullshitting with you, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. Y'all ever went on a double date and the motherfuckers was trying to be hella high, sedity and shit? Ordering hella shit and that bill came? Like I went through some, man, listen, bruh. I didn't even want to go. They told me to go, man, and we was up in the place to be, man. And when I tell you, when that motherfucking bill came, bruh, that motherfucking bill, man, that motherfucker was like $2,200. That shit was hella funny, blood. I ain't bullshitting with you, bruh. That shit was hella funny, folks. Motherfuckers get to scrambling. And first of all, if I go somewhere, man, and you pay for me, I'm gonna order the cheapest. I'm gonna order the cheapest shit that I can find. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know why I do that. I just do, bro. I ain't gonna go there and order. I'm just gonna look for the cheapest shit I can find, bro. If you insist on paying, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna do just the opposite of everybody else. Cause I notice every time, nigga, I'm talking about this on me, bro. Especially with motherfuckers I don't know. It seems like everybody always find that motherfucking crab, steak, and shrimp meal, don't it? You know, when you paying for that shit, don't it? It seems like everybody find that motherfucking crab, steak, and shrimp. You know what I'm talking about? All that porterhouse. You know what I'm talking about? Kobe beef. It seems like motherfuckers find that shit on you, don't it? But nigga, we was up in there. We was in Benihana too, man. That motherfucking bill came through about $2,200. That shit was hella funny, blood. That shit was hella funny, bruh. Whenever you get in a situation like that, blood, get to looking at people's face. That be the man. Listen, you know, bruh can't hold his laugh. Yeah, I can't hold my laugh. I'ma scream, nigga. You got to look at the motherfuckers. And I tell niggas, bruh, look, man, if you live, bruh, full of shit, bruh. I kept these niggas, we in the motherfucking county. These niggas keep on, you know what I'm talking about? These niggas keep on loaning this nigga shit just to keep on loaning him shit. You know what I'm talking about? Just to keep on loaning shit. This nigga talking all this high power shit about the bitch finna send it and all this and all that. You know what I'm talking about? And man, that nigga was out there on them cocks. And you know, bro, always get a good, I get a good eye at everything. Cause you go over there and get your money receipt, bro. I promise you, me and my celly was in there. My nigga Magic, shout out Lil Magic. That nigga must have went over there and get that motherfucking receipt, blood. The look on that nigga face when he looked at that motherfucking receipt, nigga said everything, bruh. Stop that nigga right in his tracks, bruh. That nigga still borrowing candy bars and shit. And man, that nigga ain't got no money, man. Look, that nigga went to court the next day, right? I'm telling you the shit I seen. Just so happened he get into it with the police at court. So they sent him to the hole. Man, please, bruh. That nigga had been trying to get into it with every police. It was only one police bit on that shit. That nigga was finna get into it with somebody. If he couldn't have got into it with the police, he was gonna cause a fight or start talking loud so the police could come take him to the. Cause that nigga was gonna get up out that debt. You know how many niggas I done seen roll up over a dope debt or a motherfucking gambling debt? Tricky Turn Tuesday. Yeah, Tricky Turn Tuesday. If you keep living, that's why, man, on just some real shit, it's just good to treat people the way you want to be treated. Just on some real shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's why, like, even if a motherfucker I don't like, bruh, I don't I don't get no kick out of, first of all, I don't know what the fuck they doing or if they was going through something anyway, because I'm not looking at them. But if I was to get news or something like somebody I like didn't like was in a car accident or something, bro, I don't be like, man, that's what they get or all that shit, bro. I think that shit is fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? Like, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I'm talking about? Just because I don't like you, I'm not gonna wish nothing on you, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't that nigga, bro. I'll come do it myself. I ain't gonna wish nothing on you. I ain't gonna sit around and wait for no karma, nigga. I'll be karma my motherfucking self. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna sit around, nigga, and hope the universe catch up with you and all that shit. Hell no, nigga. If I want something to happen to your ass, I'm gonna be the part of the universe to catch up with your ass. You know what I'm talking about? But I just think that's fake shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, nigga, you can't whoop somebody's ass, or you hoping they get their ass whooped by somebody, man. Fuck that. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just not going through that shit. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, man. Fuck all that. I'm not waiting around for nothing to happen to you. If I need or I want something to happen to you, I'm gonna need you to remember me for fucking you up. I don't need you with nobody else facing your mind. I'm gonna need you to remember me as the one that did that to you. You know what I'm talking about? But tricky turn Tuesday, man. And it was just funny to me about that motherfucking fight and the way they just covered that shit. It would. And it's just the way of the world. It is. It ain't gonna never be the same for you. Just like I was telling you yesterday, bro, when it's on you, let you be the one. The police found the dope in the car and it was yours. At that point in time, we gonna come up with the logic that you're just supposed to ride your case. Now let it be somebody else's dope. At that time, it ain't gonna be ride your own case. It's gonna be we could beat this case. Man, we could beat this case. You know what I'm talking about? Because motherfucker only want you to be responsible. They always gonna talk you into that shit when it's on you. When it's on them, they gonna find a different way, bruh. That's why you know who you is and just stand on that shit. I was telling you the other day, man, I done went to the hall so many times. If we was just sticking to them codes, nigga, it was me, you know what I'm talking about? If we was just sticking to them codes right there, I'd have been home, man. This nigga finna run into the ambulance. Sometimes I think that y'all don't have common sense. For real. I think y'all need people to tell y'all what to do for y'all brain to think right. Like for y'all to comprehend shit, I think you need somebody else to tell you. You know what I'm talking about? Just like yesterday before my brakes went out, I'm sitting here riding with my hazard lights. Now me, myself, if I see somebody going 3 miles an hour, the first thought in my mind is, I'm finna go around this person. There's no way I'm finna follow you for 4 miles going 3 miles an hour. There's no way, bro. I'm gonna go around you. I'm gonna use my own common sense. I'm gonna say, there must be something wrong with this dude's car or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm going around. But you have people, I had to roll my window down and tell people to go around before they got it. Y'all something straight out of comic book. Y'all, it's these phones, folks. It's these phones and all this technology, they make you lazy. So almost like now, nigga, you need Google to tell you something. They done made you lazy. Some real shit. Just like how you don't even know nobody's number no more. Because they all programmed in your phone, you just used to going to a motherfucking name and pressing on it. You don't even know a motherfucking number no more. You used to memorize everybody's number you knew, nigga. Nigga, you had 35 numbers memorized. I'm telling you what I think. I think they dumbing y'all down for a reason. You know what I'm talking about? You better stop waiting around this motherfucker for somebody else to sharpen you up. told you when I've been telling niggas, I talk to myself, nigga, all the time, all day. Let these people tell you crazy for talking to yourself. You show me a motherfucker who don't talk to themselves, I'm gonna show you a motherfucker who follows somebody else. Because if you're not having no conversations with yourself, I don't know what the fuck wrong with you. You know what I'm talking about? I don't. I'm gonna think you're not even going over yourself. Then I'm gonna think you one of the people that blame everybody else for something. That's what I'm gonna think. I'm telling you, we just listen to the world too much, bro. Y'all listen to other people too much. We just do. I'm telling you, those are two things that just tickled me this morning. There's a nigga talking about we got the assailants on the loose. The niggas about that fight. And it was one more thing. It was one more thing, man, where no, like we living in some days where black people act prejudiced. Y'all like we act prejudiced against each other, bro. You know what I'm talking about? They let y'all, they steadily talking some bullshit to y'all, man. Just like I told y'all the other day, where motherfucker had just come out and y'all just run around and keep on repeating that shit. Like I heard the nigga say at the workplace. Some shit about he got his own business, whatever he projected where he was gonna be in so many years, and then he's got to saying, man, I ain't gonna be like the rest of the motherfuckers out here celebrating failure. And who said they celebrating failure, bro? Why the motherfuckers just happy about waking up, bro? Why are we always labeled what somebody else doing? And I ain't talking about acting like a bitch, because I'm always gonna label that shit. Because that's part of that shit right there, is part of acting like a bitch. Trying to hypothetical everybody else. I ain't finna be like everybody else. Oh, you're supporting celebrating failure. Don't, bro. Don't celebrate then. Spend all your motherfucking time working hella hard, nigga. You might just wake up and die, bro. You know, it's people in perfectly excellent shape, nigga, that's having a heart attack. And bro, when it's your time, folks. And once again, you'll be a goddamn fool not to do as much as you can do while it's still your time, bro. Stop listening to people. Stop letting people tell you too old. Stop letting people just tell you what you is, bro. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna tell you what you too old for. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't gonna say what they too old for. Like I said, I think you too old to be watching every fucking thing I do. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I think you too old for. I think you too old to keep on waking up, not brushing your motherfucking teeth before you run to the motherfucking phone, nigga, and start trolling people. I think you too old for that. You know what I'm talking about? I think you too old to be running around with whatever the fuck that smell like on the back of your ass. I think you too old for that, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You niggas so straight out of the comic book, bro. Live your life. Tricky turn, man. Cause as you can see, bro, cause they gonna forget, bro. Just like this Tank Davis fight, folks. Just like everybody forgot that they was teasing all these other niggas. They forgot they was teasing Shakur Stevenson when he had a bad performance, which he didn't even have a bad performance. And that's another thing, bro. Niggas say they'll label your performance bad when you won. They just did that to Boots. Oh man, everybody got exposed. Bro, listen, if you keep fighting, you're gonna lose a fight, bro. All I say is, whoever y'all talking about, y'all get in there and fight them. All them fighters and shit that be talking all that shit. Nigga, y'all go fight the same nigga y'all teasing this nigga about fighting and see how you fare. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all motherfucker be sounding like that nigga in the gym talking about, I'll do him like this. You know what I'm talking about? I'll do him like this. Man, listen, bro. That nigga got up in that gym. That nigga got up under them spotlights. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You don't have to agree with me. If you ever scared, just hit a motherfucker in their mouth. If you ever scared, just hit a motherfucker in their mouth, bro. Because if you don't do that, bro, you gonna sit up there and you gonna talk yourself into being more scared. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna get so scared, nigga, you gonna get to jumping and shit. You know what I'm talking about? When the motherfucker flinch at you, you gonna be jumping and all that old shit. You be better off just hitting the motherfucker in their mouth and letting it go from there. I ain't bullshitting with you. I don't promote no violence. Entertainment purposes only, man. Tricky Turn Tuesday. But it is. But it is. And as people, we like to we just like we just like to run around and point out everything else, folks. We do. Like I said, man, we be man, y'all be in so much of a rush, man. You see the people walking across the street, folks. Yeah, let me let this nigga go on about this business. We have just a habit of telling you what everybody else is, pointing something out about everybody else. Stay watching somebody else, stay trying to start a conversation about somebody else's life. We use conversation that used to be reserved for politics and sports, something that we all can disagree or agree on. We done did that shit with people's lives. I told y'all we done took people's lives and turned them motherfuckers into baseball cards. It ain't Ken Griffey, Mark McGuire no more. It's Kanye West, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and then we all into people's lives and shit. I'm trying to tell you what they is. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we all on people's lives, man. I'm trying to tell you what they is. I'm trying to tell you what they should have did. So now you create hella situations where you have a broke, not just broke, financially broke, a broke-minded motherfucker trying to convince you what he would do if he was rich. That's what we got a world full of now. Now we got a bunch of broke motherfuckers trying to tell you what they would do if they had some money. Nigga, something straight out of the comic book. You don't even know what the fuck you'll do if you had some money. And that's how you get into the fantasy conversations. Because you got a bunch of people talking about shit that they don't know. You know what I'm talking about? You got a bunch of people talking about what the fuck they'll do when they've never been in that position to do it. And that's how you get all this fantasy conversation. That's how you get all these politically correct debates and shit. Which should have happened and which shouldn't have happened and all that old shit right there. What somebody should have did and they what they shouldn't have did. I can't stand when a nigga sit there and man, you can feel how you want to feel. You know what I'm talking about? And this is the thing right here. I'm not trying to talk you into believing me. I'm just telling you what I think. I'm not trying to debate with you what I think, man. You know what I'm talking about? You don't have to agree with me. You really don't. You know what I'm talking about? You don't. I just don't, man. You niggas are just a little bit. I don't know where y'all get y'all logic from. I don't. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't know where y'all get y'all logic from. You feel me? I can't stand no soft ass nigga always coming around here, especially you niggas that don't got no game, so your game be just taking up for the bitch trying to agree with the bitch. Man, I was watching when I was making the short. I don't know what it was, but the nigga they had a flat tire or something. The bitch was out there changing her tire. And two niggas rolled up and changed this nigga tire. Then start yelling at this nigga. Now I don't know if this was a real skit or some shit they was just in my head it couldn't have been real. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas pulled up, changed the tire, then start yelling at the nigga. Talking about, man, you don't have no motherfucking woman, this beautiful black woman. And, man, can I tell you, as soon as them niggas rolled up and touched my property, I would have cracked one of them niggas in the head with that motherfucking 4-way lug wrench. You don't get your bitch ass around here, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You don't even know if it was the bitch turn to change the tire. You don't know what the fuck me and this bitch got going on, nigga. And that's what's wrong with you niggas, bruh. Niggas always trying to come with the nigga who told y'all the bitch ain't supposed to change the tire, bruh. This is what I'm talking about, bruh. This is how y'all get into too many motherfucking games, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? How y'all know this nigga ain't just had a heart attack or anything, bruh? Y'all don't be even knowing people's business, bruh. Nigga, I wish one of you niggas would have, nigga, my bitch changing the tire. One of you niggas try to come touch my motherfucking property. I would have went to work with that motherfucking lug wrench on one of you bitch ass niggas. For even coming up there about my motherfucking business, nigga. I don't need your motherfucking interpretation on what the fuck you think going on with me and my bitch. You know what I'm talking about? I ought to bust one of you niggas right in y'all motherfucking head with that motherfucking lug wrench. You know what I'm talking about? And let you have to go home and explain to your bitch about what happened to your motherfucking head, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You niggas crazy as a motherfucker. Like I say, I don't even know if it was a skit, because you know how y'all play today. But that shit don't make no sense, folks. Because these niggas took it upon themselves because they done had some sucker ass upbringing or something. And it's in their mind that a bitch not supposed to change the tire. Man, I don't know where y'all get that shit from, nigga. This is what's wrong with y'all. Listen, Brett, everybody supposed to do everything if you with somebody, Brett. It ain't no role for the bitch. It ain't no role for the nigga, Brett. It ain't no the bitch supposed to wash dishes, the bitch supposed to wash clothes. Niggas, it's whoever get to that shit, Brett. We just gonna do this shit together, Brett. You get what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with y'all, because y'all got too much shit for other people to do without doing what the fuck you gonna do. Y'all always looking for somebody else to do something with what the fuck they gonna do without you doing nothing. You shouldn't be worried about what the fuck somebody else doing. You should be worried about what the fuck you gonna do. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what the fuck wrong with y'all. Y'all got too many roles for shit. So you mean to tell me if your sink full of dirty dishes, nigga, you finna wait for this bitch to come on to wash the motherfuckers, nigga? Or is you gonna put your motherfucking them yellow gloves on and pour some joy in this motherfucker, bro? That's just being lazy. That's all the fuck that is. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I could do, nigga, so this shit can get done. And that's what the fuck be wrong with y'all, bro. On some real shit. Y'all got too many roles for each other. You ain't supposed to do this. You ain't supposed to do this. You ain't supposed to cook. You ain't supposed to, man. Y'all niggas something straight out of the comic book, bro. And that's why that shit be half-ass done. Because somebody's sitting around waiting for the other motherfucker to do it. Because, bro, if you gonna be with somebody, man, on some real shit, the both of y'all just gonna have to pick up where the other person's slacking that, period. You know what I'm talking about? There go my nigga Piff, man. I told you my nigga Piff is an Uber driver, man. I didn't even know that the nigga came and picked me up. God damn, nigga. Piff know where I be at. You know what I'm talking about? The Piff. You know what I'm talking about? You know, some real shit though, man. Y'all just crazy, bruh. Y'all is crazy as a motherfucker, and y'all would just pass out the worst advice, bruh. Y'all be sitting here talking about if a woman does this is what it mean. Man, y'all keep listening to that shit if you want to, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what's wrong with y'all, bruh. Y'all be listening to these blanket, bland-ass statements, bruh. You don't even be knowing who y'all fuck with. Y'all sitting here listening to all this old mumbo-jumbo of these social media sites and your friends and all that shit, bruh. Y'all listen to motherfuckers. Y'all crazy, bruh. Y'all let a motherfucker tell y'all something that ain't never even experienced that shit, bruh. Y'all hella funny, nigga. Hella funny, bruh. But I wish I would, nigga. I wish my bitch would be changing the tire. And some niggas roll up and put their hand on my motherfucking property talking about what this bitch ain't supposed to be doing. You don't get your Captain Saber whole ass up out of here, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Not only that, nigga, my bitch gonna be game tight, nigga. My bitch gonna hit you in the head with something. You know what I'm talking about? Running up, you know what I'm talking about running up on her about this motherfucking tire. Nigga, you don't know who the fuck you is. You gonna get your motherfucking head busted trying to play Captain Saber. You know what I'm talking about? Then the motherfucker try to tell another nigga about what he should have his bitch doing. And notice both of these niggas was riding together. They didn't have not one bitch in the car. And they trying to tell this nigga I don't trust no two niggas that I don't see with no bitch trying to give me advice about my bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Why is you two niggas riding around together anyway, man? You know what I'm talking about? I'm over here with my bitch and this bitch fixing the tire, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I don't need no two men to jump out. I was just up in there talking to each other, tell me what the fuck I need to do with my bitch. I'm gonna tell you niggas need to have some holes in that car. Cause y'all starting to look suspect. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm gonna tell your bitch ass nigga. The fuck you would. Y'all got that shit bad, bruh. And I can't stand nigga with them hoe ass philosophies. Cause you done heard that shit from somewhere, bruh. I'm telling you, that's how y'all don't even know how to judge who for you. You don't. Y'all will sit there and argue with the motherfucker that'll do everything for you. And y'all will sit there and be in love with the motherfucker who don't give a fuck about you. Cause I guess that's y'all type. Y'all be looking for shit. Y'all don't even be looking for what's best for y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all be looking for dumb shit. If the bitch thick, is the nigga light skinned? Do they got long hair? Do they got their own hair? Man, I'm telling you, man, I knew a nigga who was in love with a bitch just because she had real hair. Like, that was the only qualification my nigga needed, was some real hair. You don't get the fuck out of here. You running around bragging, man, my bitch hair real. Man, you don't get the fuck out of here, nigga. What y'all misjudged was for you. Cause you will have a motherfucker I guess y'all don't be physically attracted to. And y'all sit around there and let people to, man, you better learn how to gauge what's for you. That's how y'all always end up picking the people who don't give a fuck about you. And see, y'all been to pick the motherfucker who don't give a fuck about you and still try to use the motherfucker who give a fuck about you. And that only lasts for so long. That's why when you been fucked up with the other person and you try to run over there back to them people, they don't be fucking with y'all. Cause y'all be playing too many games. Y'all be sitting there listening to these people, you know how they say, don't let a motherfucker come back, and if man, y'all listen to that shit if you want to. You listen to that shit if you want to, bro. You better gauge what's right for you and stop listening to these people. You know what I'm talking about? You trying to please people. You trying not to look stupid for whatever reason that is. You trying not to look stupid to people that don't even matter. I don't even know why you think that you would look stupid for making your own decision. You didn't let somebody put that thought in your head that you're gonna be looking stupid. And that's what we be scared of. You be scared of some invisible pressure that you done put on yourself. Because you don't want to look a certain way to the crowd. So you won't be more worried about that than your peace and your happiness. You want to sit there and let them people tell y'all that. Never go back to your ex and all that old dumbass shit, nigga. Y'all hella funny, blood. They got all the advice in the world for you what not to do. They ain't got no advice for you how to stay together. They ain't got nothing for you, nigga, on no kind of healthy relationship advice for you. All the advice they got out here is what you better not do and you better not go for when it comes to a nigga and a bitch. And y'all don't see these people playing number games with y'all. They ain't got one motherfucker out here that's giving healthy advice. I mean, they do, but y'all something straight out of comic book, bruh. Don't none of that shit matter, bruh. It matters what the fuck you want. That's what the fuck matters. Just like they said, don't all this shit they be telling you never cause I keep telling y'all ain't nothing changed. It's the way y'all perceive shit. That's the only thing that changed. With them became cool and all that, ain't nothing changed, bro. The same shit going on right now is the same shit that's been going on. It's just the way y'all how it's covered. Like I told you, you know what I'm talking about? But they get to telling you all that dumbass shit. Never have a bitch with kids and man, believe that shit. What difference do any of that shit make, bro? What difference is like I ain't never understood that. What difference do it make on how many bitches how many niggas a bitch then like what does any of that have to do, bro? That shit sound like nerd shit to me. That sound like niggas who don't got no game. You know what I'm talking about? They do. That sound like niggas who just be trying to, I don't know, you just looking to fuck on the bitch. That shit don't like what the fuck difference does that make, bro? Whatever the bitch, bro. The only thing that should make any difference, nigga, is what the bitch is prepared to do for you. You know what I'm talking about? What she is and what she ain't prepared to do for you. You know what I'm talking about? So y'all come from that other generation, though. Y'all come from this generation right here where bitch ain't gonna even take your case. You know what I'm talking about? You get pulled over by the police, the bitch gonna say that gun is yours. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all got them people in this generation, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all got them hoes that ain't even finna just swallow the case. That ain't my gun. That's, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all come from them bitches. So y'all like, I just don't know, bro. They be, I just be hearing the dumbest shit in the world. I be telling y'all don't fuck with this and that. Man, you better come across whatever you gonna come across and judge that shit for yourself. Just like I said, if the bitch had 93 babies, bruh, and that bitch came all the way over here to give you 43,000, what difference do it make how many baby daddies that bitch had? You know what I'm talking about? So the bitch got 10 different baby daddies, but the bitch came to give you the 43,000. She ain't gonna give it to none of her 9 baby daddies. These niggas is something straight out of comic book, bruh. I'm starting to believe you niggas just don't know how to captivate a bitch. That's what I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe these niggas fresh out of game. That's what I'm starting to believe, bro. You know, I'm starting to believe you niggas don't know how to captivate that bitch, man. You know, that's what I'm starting to believe, bro. He can tell you, man, don't you don't want no single mamas. You don't want this and you don't want that, bro. I don't know what that nigga. I can't tell you what to want, bro. God damn, bro, y'all funny as a motherfucker. Nigga, I ain't got no advice about you in your love life, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna tell you to go find out, man. I don't know, nigga. Just like don't nobody know, nigga. You better know what the fuck you want. That's what ends up happening. When you playing all them games and shit, you steadily looking at what somebody else doing, bruh. You get what I'm saying? It don't even make no motherfucking sense to even be around somebody you can't just go all out for. Cause I ain't never got that 50-50 shit either, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? It's 100, bruh. How the fuck we gonna go? If you only giving 50, man, that shit don't make no sense. It don't. They done gave y'all a bunch of excuses to where you don't have to be your best person. It's on somebody else to do something. They always got you looking out for somebody else. Got you trying to counter punch off what somebody else doing. That's why y'all always end up playing them games. Keeping score with each other and shit. I did this, I did that. Once again, whoever keeps score, that's who's gonna win. Because whatever they do gonna be more important than what you did, even if it's the same thing. Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. But like I said, man, you gonna sit up there and say you don't like the you don't like this person, or you don't like this person, you ain't attracted to this person, or you ain't really looking for what's best for you. You looking at for what you attracted for. You looking at something you lusting behind. I think it's something straight out of comic book, bro. Just straight out of comic book, bro. I'm still sitting here just imagining a nigga trying to come up while my bitch changing the tire. And they try to come explain to my bitch what she need or not need to be doing. Niggas crazy as a motherfucker. Niggas would have jumped out and ran up on my motherfucking property. I'm telling you, my bitch would have knocked you in the head with something. You know what I'm talking about? She ain't trying to hear that sucker shit. Get your motherfucking ass on the way from here. You know what I'm talking about? And them niggas act like they was teaching him a lesson or something. This is what a female is supposed to do, and what a bitch supposed to do whatever the fuck you tell her to do. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? That's what a bitch supposed to do. You know what I'm talking about? It seemed like she was it seemed like that bitch was following instructions, if you ask me. Just somebody else's perception. You know what I'm talking about? You just driving by, you see the bitch. You niggas something straight out of comic book, bro. Straight out of a comic book. Y'all just didn't put it in your head. This is ladies. Y'all something straight out of a comic book. That's why you motherfuckers don't get as much done as you need to get done. Because y'all sitting around there playing gender roles and all that shit. That's how most people feel. On some real shit. Cause y'all got a job for everybody else to do. You steadily worrying about what somebody else part is, bro, without playing your part. You feel me, man? Without playing your motherfucking part, man. We out here live with no job, ain't making no noise, avoiding all these boys. Big old truck switching big old lanes, doing my thing. Hoping y'all doing the big old thing. Tricky Turn Tuesday. But I was just out here watching the coverage of this Tank Davis fight. And I just noticed how everybody that be teasing everybody that ain't Tank Davis, they be teasing Shakur Stevenson, they be teasing Devin Haney, they be just be teasing and picking on people when they be having bad performances. They was just teasing Boots. It's just funny to me how with Tank Davis, the way they covered that. They didn't cover that like they had covered any of the same shit they was talking about the other people. They didn't cover that fight like that. They had excuses. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they had excuses. They even forgot how they was boycotting that fight when it first started. Didn't nobody even want to see that fight. They was talking about how Tank was picking on nobodies and how he gonna bring a little man up and he was just gonna. They didn't even want that fight. The people was mad talking about ain't nobody even asked for that fight. Now all of a sudden he had to fight, and he went in there and handled his business a little bit. Now all of a sudden, we just gonna change the narrative. We gonna act like it was just a great fight. We gonna act like, you know what I'm talking about, that was y'all something straight out of comic book, bro. We just moved the goalpost too much, a little bit too much for my liking. And that's just why you keep the game clean, bro. And you don't tease people, you know what I'm talking about? Because when it's your person, you're gonna be looking stupid as a motherfucker trying to defend them. You know what I'm talking about? Because people gonna want you to use that same logic that you used on the people you was teasing. Because on the people that you was teasing, you was talking about how they was fighting people that nobody knew, how they was running, and you know what I'm talking about, and all that shit. And y'all was just talking all that good shit about the other people when they had they fight. And then all of a sudden when the person you like went in the ring and did a whole bunch of weird shit along with getting rocked and all that shit, you just don't you don't really hear nothing about it. You know what I'm talking about? You just don't hear nothing about it. This coverage is a little bit different. It ain't the same thing. See, because it was funny when Nephew got buzzed off steroids. When he had to fight a nigga off steroids. You know what I'm talking about? That was funny to everybody because he got buzzed. This nigga had to fight a little guy. It was a fair fight. But it wasn't funny when he kept getting rocked with the motherfucking counters in a fair fight. Nigga wasn't even off steroids. And he came up from 130 pounds. It ain't no way in the world that should have happened. Going by y'all logic. Because when that shit be happening to the other fighters, y'all act like ain't no way in the world that shit's supposed to be happening. But when it happened to the person you like, all of a sudden, we have an excuse for the same shit that we said ain't no way in the world that should be happening. I just don't get the coverage. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't be getting the coverage, man. But Tricky Turn. Same thing will make you laugh or make you cry. And I'm not one of them people that's even into teasing motherfuckers and shit. Like, that's what you get. I thought it was a good fight. I don't see what the big ass uproar is about the fight. It's just some more, but what it is all them people, all them other the Devin Haney fans and just the way y'all be fans now. So it's the fans that got this shit fucked up. So that's just a bunch of them teasing the Tank people. 'Cause that's how y'all fuck with it now. Y'all be waiting for shit to happen to people so y'all can try to say that's their karma. So you can act like a great fight was a nigga karma. Y'all something straight out of comic book. I ain't bullshitting, would you? Straight out a comic book. The wonderful world of the strip. Tuesday, just like an old people day. Everybody out here, man. But it's like them motherfucking pies fucking my throat up, nigga. Chocolate pie. Tricky Turn Tuesday. Just note the same thing that make you laugh or make you cry. So you might want to have consideration for people when you running around there teasing them and shit. Yeah, you might want to have consideration, and or you don't have to. But if you don't have consideration, you shouldn't be looking for any when it happened to you. You shouldn't. My whole life I've been watching motherfuckers. I've been watching. In the moment, I've been watching motherfuckers tease people. Y'all just seen that shit when the money fell out the air. Motherfuckers spent the whole year teasing people and shit. Calling everybody broke, talking about, I see y'all over there with that little ass shit. Everything became little. Everything became little, and yeah, I see you over there with that little shit. I see your little old, you know how many motherfuckers I told, I had tell me some shit like that? I see you over there with your little old channel. Is that right? There ain't nothing little about me, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? No, I was born big boy. But you seen that shit? Everybody teasing each other, running around in all these fancy cars with all these fancy threads and jewelry. And as soon as that shit dried up and it went bad, everybody was sitting around that motherfucker trying to put a guilt trip on the next motherfucker who still had money, wasn't they? Talking about, man, niggas acting like that, nigga. When I had it, I was doing this. I can't stand that, bruh. Why'd you do it then? That's why I would advise you not to even do shit, bruh. I would advise you just to be stingy. I would. Don't do shit for nobody, nigga. Just let them say you was stingy. You know what I'm talking about? And you might be able to hold on to some of your money. Then you spending your money, fucking your money off, then trying to put a guilt trip on somebody about what you did. I can't stand that shit. If you did something, bro, you just did it. You know what I'm talking about? Because I thought we were supposed to be doing it from the heart, but we don't. We be doing that shit for leverage. I ain't bullshitting with you. We be doing that shit for leverage, bro. We be doing that shit so we can hold that shit over your head, trying to get something up out of you or make you feel bad. You know what I'm talking about? Get something straight out of the comic book, man. Ooh, get your what the fuck that is? A splash of vinegar face having that? Spruce. You know what I'm talking about? Get something straight out of the comic book, bro. Tricky Turn Tuesday. It's never fun when the rabbit got the good. And that's just why it's good not to have a bunch of opinions on other people, bro. You feel me? Some years ago, man, you know what I'm talking about? In the early 2000s. I I had to check a nigga about that shit right there, man. Don't come tell me what the fuck I done or what the fuck I ain't gonna done, nigga. What the fuck have you done? See, I can't stand when a motherfucker try to talk about what the fuck I done when they have nothing to compare to what I've done. That shit irritates the fuck out of me. Nigga, you trying to discredit what I've done and you ain't even did shit. And that's the problem we have right now. That's the problem we have right now. We try to discredit everybody. We try to say what somebody should have did, what they shouldn't have did. And, you know what I'm talking about? I just seen somebody just made somebody just made one of them videos that's out there, bro. They got all these niggas, all the Charleston White Whack 100 niggas, right? They got a video with all these niggas flashing on people, telling other people what they should have did and all this. Then they go to situations where them niggas was in that they didn't do none of that shit that they was telling the next motherfucker he should have did. That shit hella funny. That shit is hella funny, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. And that just goes, that shows you the world right there. Cause they always gonna have a opinion about what you should have did, bro. When them niggas be in the same situation, don't none of that shit they told you to do even come to their mind. That's why you don't listen to people, bro. People just be having advice for you. You know what I'm talking about? They don't share that same logic when it comes to them. It's just logical when it's you. What you should have did. You feel me? That shit, that video, hella funny though. I ain't bullshitting with you. I just came across that. That motherfucker had Whack 100, Charleston White, one of these other motherfuckers. That always be up there trying to tell a nigga, oh, nigga, you should have stole on him and all this old imaginary shit and all this high-tech shit motherfuckers be talking about. Then they turned around all that shit that nigga told that nigga. They showed this nigga, a nigga going upside this nigga head, and this nigga then jumped on stage, this nigga then damn near ran into the office where the bitch was at. It was none of that, nigga, I would have left and came back and the concert would have been shut down there, and it don't be none of that shit when it be on you. Because it's easier to tell somebody else that shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's hella easier to tell somebody else that shit. It's easy to see somebody else get jumped on or they going through something and you tell them they should have went and grabbed the gun, came back, bust that motherfucker and all that shit. Put their life in jeopardy and this should have just been up and all. It's easy to tell somebody else that shit. Then when the same shit happened to you, you don't take none of them steps, none of them that you was trying to tell somebody else. Cause that same shit you was telling them, nigga, it's cool. That shit sound good on the radio. That shit sound good on the radio, bro. Don't nobody want to be running around this motherfucker armed and dangerous. APB out on them, bro. Hey, you can't just do that shit like that. That shit sound good on the radio. That old fantasy shit. You know what I'm talking about? You should have left, came back. Everything should have been shut down. Then the same exact shit happened to you, and you run up out of there. Niggas just be some shy of the comic book, bro. I told you niggas just like sounding good in front of other people. Niggas will tell you a bunch of shit that they ain't finna do. Both of them niggas, it was like 4 motherfuckers on there. I didn't even really know who the other motherfuckers was. But they good for oh, they had the they had the nigga, the other nigga, who be I don't even think he around no more. The nigga who used to, before Kevin Samuels, that nigga used to always be on bitches, but he's a trick. I don't know what that Tommy Sotomayor, they had that nigga on there. But they had about 4 niggas on there, man, and it was basically showing y'all the difference, like how motherfuckers is in the world, man. It was a pretty good video because it just showed you how people just be talking. Like how they'll give you the dangerous advice. They'll give you some advice to take you off earth from your family and kids. This is what you was supposed to do in that, because this is what they would have did. Then they go back and show everybody in their own incident, and they didn't do none of that shit that they was trying to tell the next person to do. And that shit tells you, you know what I'm talking about? But they when it was on you, you was supposed to go grab a machine gun. You was supposed to come back, shoot everybody, and all. You was supposed to do all that when it was on you. But when it was on me, I didn't do none of that shit. I was sitting there nervous as a motherfucker waiting for this bitch to open this gate. You know what I'm talking about? It wasn't none of that leave and go get the homies and come back. It wasn't none of that shit. Because it'd be a little bit different when it's on you. Y'all better stop listening to these niggas, man. Better use your own motherfucking common sense. I told you I learned a long time ago, man. When that nigga went and asked them niggas what he should do about that motherfucking fight. And them niggas talked that nigga in and going to hit that nigga with a lock. Nigga was only supposed to be up in there for a week. You feel me? Nigga was only supposed to be up in there for a week, bruh. Some old hating ass OGs niggas that just wanted to see a fight. They told this nigga to hit that nigga on top of his head with a sock. I mean, with a lock in the sock. Gave that nigga that horrible ass advice, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody told that nigga, nah, man, you finna go home. Don't let that shit go. Ain't nobody told that nigga nothing worth anything. Because niggas wanted to see something. Don't let these niggas out here use you for their entertainment. Because I told you, when it's on you, tricky turn. It's always going to be that, what you supposed to do. Just like I told you, nigga, when it's your case, you supposed to take your case. Yeah, when it's on you, we supposed to take our case and all that, bro. When it's on somebody else, they going to be talking about how we can beat this. You feel me? Yeah, when it's on somebody else, they going to be talking about how we can beat this. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't going to be as mine no more. They're going to come up with the, there's going to be a technicality then. And that's what the world, that's what this world be trying to do, folks. They be trying to force you to keep it real while everybody else, the world really just be trying to have everybody keep it fake with each other. But if you don't look out, that's what it'll be, bro. It's like you keeping that shit, it's gonna be you trying to keep it real. Why about everybody else on some bullshit? That's what you can't let burn you out. Is that right there will burn you out. That's why it's up to you to pick the good people that you're gonna be around. Because this world will burn you out like that if you pick to choose the wrong people to be around. If you pick them backstabby ass, talk behind your back ass, if you pick a bunch of them people, them the type of people right there that will wear your good person out. Because you'll start judging the rest of the world off them 4 or 5 motherfuckers that for some reason you done chose to be around you. And you'll start judging the whole world like the whole world is them 4 or 5 motherfuckers. Just like y'all be doing with bitches and niggas. Y'all be letting one raggedy motherfucker come around here and fuck y'all whole perception up of the rest of the world. Y'all be talking about niggas. And man, really, I'm gonna tell you what always got me. I can't stand when I used to see this shit a lot back in the day too, bro. When I was little, I can't stand a motherfucker like bitches. Y'all good for this shit right here, man. Y'all would sit here and talk about a nigga cheating when you is. Y'all good for that shit. Y'all act like it's just a nigga. Everybody running around this motherfucker loose. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody running around this motherfucker loose. Niggas and bitches, and y'all just try to pinpoint the other person. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't like you was upholding your end of the bargain and you was just, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I never understood that. I didn't. I never understood that. You trying to have somebody keep it real with you when you fake. I ain't never understood that. You feel me? But Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. And the coldest thing about that whole shit, bro, it's so easy just to keep the game even. It is, folks. I don't see how we develop. Notice how you motherfuckers only reserve that shit for the celebrities. Y'all don't never, you know what I'm talking about? Use y'all love on real people you know. Y'all do for a while, maybe until they piss you off. And y'all gonna throw them in the same boat. But y'all only use hate. Y'all only find reasons not to like a motherfucker. Unless they some kind of celebrity or somebody who nuts you trying to hold or some shit like that. But for the most part, bro, y'all only find reasons not to like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't never find reasons to have love for a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? And I told you the other day, that's just why I had to check Bray. Because I don't get why this nigga was even called me with that bullshit first off. You know what I'm talking about? But a motherfucker telling me don't nobody know what the fuck I'm talking about. What the fuck is you talking about? Don't nobody know. Nigga, you don't know. You don't even fucking know everybody. I hate when people come with that shit, bruh. Nobody wanna, no, nigga say you don't wanna see that shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Don't nobody know. No, nigga, you don't know what I'm talking about. The person I'm talking about know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? It's you that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It ain't even that. You trying to figure out what I'm talking about. Who? I'm talking about just to be nosy so you can talk about that. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas just too motherfucking nosy, man. He is, man. You niggas got that shit bad with Instagram, Facebook. Y'all just got that shit bad, bruh. They just sit there, nigga, and y'all just track device other niggas all day, bruh. In the car all day, watching other niggas talking about this nigga. Look what this nigga got on. And that shit just female-ish, bruh. It's just female-ish, folks. Got you niggas in the fantasy world, folks. And just like I said, nigga, we play money hypothetical games. We don't never just, nigga, we just come up with the part where we rich. We don't never come up with the plan to get rich. We just always come up with the part, nigga, if I had some money, this is what I'll do. We never come up with the part to get the money, though. We just automatically drop big loaf on ourselves. Nigga, if I was rich, this is what, we don't never come up with that plan to get rich. We don't. Then we sit there and hate on everybody else playing. Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. Roles always can be reversed though, folks. So, man, it's just like common for people to be walking down the street digging in their ass now. Like, I don't. I just can't imagine myself walking down the street digging in my ass, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I can't even imagine walking down the street and my ass itch. You know what I'm talking about? Like, why does your ass itch? You know what I'm talking about? I don't even get that really, man. You know what I'm talking about? That might be a sign of that motherfucker is not spring fresh. You know what I'm talking about? Your ass is what the fuck is going on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Tell me you got a ring around your ass, man. That's what happens when you be running your motherfucker and you forget to go wipe your ass properly. You know what I'm talking about? Because your ass shouldn't be itching. You You know what I'm talking about? Why is you walking down the street with your ass itching? You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker rusty. God damn, blood. Y'all so straight out of a comic book, folks. I say, blood, why you fuck with it like that? Because if I don't, ain't nobody else is, man. Yeah, ain't nobody else is, man. But, Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. Get what the fuck you gonna get out of your time. Stop, and I repeat, stop worrying about other people, folks. Stop making other people somehow other people is the main issue with you. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling y'all, that's how you turn yourself into a hater, bro. And most of the people in the world, nigga, and I can say that most of the people in the world, that's what the fuck they do. That's what the fuck they do. You get what I'm saying? All the advice. Just notice even all the giving you now, they don't even tell you nothing. They steadily telling you about other people's. They'll say something dry, man, you gotta be on your purpose. You gotta find this and that. These niggas, man, I ain't never seen so many niggas trying to talk other niggas out of fucking with hoes, bruh. Y'all sound like Sagoonies to me, man. What kind of advice is that, folks? And this is how you know you niggas is nerds, bruh. It ain't like they be coming talking about, man, don't let no bitch distract you. Listen, folks, don't let nothing distract you, folks. It ain't got nothing to do with no bitch, nigga. Drugs can distract you. Alcohol can distract you. Your friends can distract you. These niggas act like the only thing that's in the way of your purpose is a bitch. Niggas is nerds, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. No, don't hang around, leave the bitch out of it. Keep hanging around all these niggas and we keep having these, you niggas something straight out of comic book, bruh. You niggas done got just like the bitch. Just like the bitch, bruh. This nigga said, you don't need to waste your time on a bitch. Man, you don't need to waste your time on nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Man, y'all niggas better learn how to build instead of tearing shit down, bruh. That's what I'm gonna tell you, bruh. You sit around and let these, now all of a sudden the bitch done became bad for you. Now all of a sudden, now I can see the wrong bitch, the wrong person, period, around you could be bad for anything you got going on, bruh. I just don't see why we put so much shit on the bitches and the niggas. It just seemed like a motherfucking, it just seemed like a plot to have y'all against each other. It seemed like a plot to make y'all Sagoonies. You keep it real? I don't even understand that. I'm so glad I didn't come up in you niggas' era, bruh. I am. You know what I'm talking about? I yikes before I strike. I'm glad I didn't come up in you niggas' time, bruh. They gonna have you niggas fucked off, bruh. For real. Y'all gonna be that generation, bruh. I'm telling you, all you niggas gonna grow up. You niggas gonna be mad at the hoes and shit. Like, man, that shit don't make no sense, bruh. Alright, man, I wouldn't even listen to that shit. There ain't no way in the world another nigga is gonna talk me out of fucking with the bitch. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. Go get your foreign hood watching ass away from me, man. Get that advice to somebody in your family, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Get that advice to somebody in your family, man. Because that's what I think we need to do when you got that type of advice, bro. I think we need to stop trying to come up here and tell other people kids that shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I think. Because for some reason, one thing I noticed in this motherfucking world, nigga, we intercept people conversations. It's like we giving people a family intervention when we don't even know them. We ain't even part of the family, nigga, and we trying to give people virtual interventions. Talking about what they need to do and not need to do. Like, we know these motherfuckers personally or something. Just like y'all motherfuckers keep talking about, I'm worried for Kodak Black and all. Why is y'all worried, man? Nigga can't even get high no more in peace. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Nigga can't even get, why is y'all worried about this nigga, man? Why? You know what I'm talking about? That nigga might just know where they got that shit where it's good at. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody around this nigga saying nothing, but you worried about him, man. Leave people alone, bruh. It's like y'all fucking with Michael Jordan, son, man. Leave people. Nigga can't even take a bump in peace no more, bruh. They got niggas video camera, niggas snorting powder under the table and shit. Nigga can't even go take him a tooth no more, man. Y'all something crazy as a motherfucker, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all crazy as a motherfucker, bruh. And they got people up here apologizing and shit. Nigga, I wish the fuck, nigga, let a motherfucker catch me on like shit, nigga. Off a motherfucking, y'all know, off a Zerker or something, bro. Let a motherfucker catch me popping a pill or something on camera, man. Like, nigga, fuck y'all, nigga. Ain't that about a bitch, nigga? I'm finna come up here and explain my drug use to you, motherfucker. Y'all can kiss my ass, nigga. I'm gonna do something like them white boys on Ferris Bueller's Day Off, nigga. I'm just gonna, nigga, I'm gonna moon the world, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I tell y'all to kiss my ass, nigga. I'm just gonna pull the back of my drawers down, turn around, nigga, on the news, and tell you just to kiss that part of my ass. You know what I'm talking about? Sitting around here apologizing, man. They got you niggas apologizing for getting high, nigga. You niggas crazy as a motherfucker, man. Y'all better learn how to tell these people, fuck y'all. Nigga, you know what I'm talking about? What is you in my business for? You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, fuck y'all, nigga. Ain't that about a bitch? Y'all crazy, bruh. As a motherfucker, bruh. These motherfuckers will make you apologize, nigga, for snorting powder. Y'all funny as a motherfucker, blood. God damn, blood. And the rest of the world, they so scared of that motherfucking press, bruh. Nigga don't want no bad press, bruh. They so motherfucking scared of that bad press, bruh. Man, I fuck y'all, bruh. Fuck y'all, bruh. Y'all hella funny, bruh. Y'all ain't like this nigga. Y'all spying on this nigga on vacation. Nigga on vacation, bruh, in the Bahamas, bruh. If that ain't a place where you can be high in peace at, bruh, where is? Y'all following the nigga around with a camera, the paparazzi, talking about what this nigga doing on vacation. And this nigga got the nerve talking about it. Man, nigga, fuck y'all. Man, fuck y'all. Follow me around if you want to, nigga. Taking the motherfucking picture, man. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. They got you motherfuckers apologizing for being you. Nigga, something straight out of comic book, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfuckers crazy as a motherfucker, bro. They got you apologizing for being you. You know what I'm talking about? Like the same motherfucker who took that picture. That motherfucker was probably, he didn't know. See, that's the thing. The motherfucker with the camera, they get to take they toot behind the scenes and put you on blast for taking yours. You know what I'm talking about? The motherfucker with the camera, they get to take they toot behind the scenes. You know what I'm talking about? They don't put themselves on camera when they over there fucking playing with their nose and shit. They just catch you when you playing with yours. And y'all something straight out of comic book, bruh. Straight out of comic book, bruh. Y'all just ready to tease a nigga about something. Drug use. Man, you gonna get the fuck out of here, bruh. Fucking world off something. And y'all wanna sit here and bother people about what they using. Y'all niggas something straight out of a comic book, bruh. But the funny part be to me be when motherfuckers get caught, they feel like they gotta explain themselves. You know what I'm talking about? See, y'all need a nigga like, yeah, see, y'all need a nigga like me, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all need to give me the ball real quick so I can show you how to act, bruh, towards these people. So I can set the example for what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all need to give me the ball real quick. I'm gonna show you what you're supposed to do, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna show you how not to give a fuck about what the fuck these people think. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, it ain't no such thing as being professional. Nigga, it's just being me. Nigga, fuck, what's professional? Who made that shit up, man? Yeah, that's something you can go by. It's just being me, bro. I'm gonna show you how I be me, man. Fuck y'all. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking protocol for this shit. This is what I want the fuck to go on, man. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Sitting around here, nigga, y'all that let these motherfuckers change the landscape on what the fuck it is you doing, nigga. Nigga, they got you running around like a knock for real, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Now they got you running around trying to hide They got you running around trying to hide your powder and shit, looking like a real knock. Nigga shit is just sitting around, nigga. You better use that shit just as comfortable as you went to the powder spot to buy that shit, nigga. You wasn't worried about being seen on the powder spot buying that shit, nigga. And now all of a sudden you want to, you know what I'm talking about, you want to get nervous because the paparazzi running around taking pictures of niggas taking the tooth. They y'all funny as a motherfucker, bud. Y'all funny as a motherfucker, bro. Y'all funny as a motherfucker, bro. And the whole world gonna tease you. Or try to. About what you was doing on your free time. Like you ain't got the right to live your life no more. You niggas is something straight out of comic book, bro. Straight out of a comic book. I told you y'all care too much about what people you say real talk. Y'all care too much about what people think. Y'all do. Then you let people's opinion run your life. So you bust the rest of your motherfucking Tricky Turn Tuesday. So you end up busting moves in your real life based on what somebody else gonna think about it. I told you I know motherfuckers look at ow. You know what I'm talking about? Ow. You got motherfuckers older than me, bruh, still buying shit for the looks on people's face. You know what I'm talking about? Like we kids again and shit. I'm gonna buy this brand new Cadillac and I'm finna come through just to see. I can't wait to watch how the niggas see me when I mean, if that's what you do, go ahead and do it, bro. I'm not doing none of that shit. I ain't never did none of that shit. I ain't never bought something just so somebody could see me in it. If I bought something, I wanted it myself. I don't give a fuck about you seeing me in it. You know what I'm talking about? I told you a long time ago, man, it's not even the car, it's the driver. You know what I'm talking about? It's not the car, it's the driver, bro. Nigga, that bitch finna pass out, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That bitch was finna to pass out. You know when the bitch tired, when that bitch sweating around that neck, that big old neck area right there, bro, you know a bitch is tired. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that bitch only had a few more steps. That big ass backpack on. You feel me, man? Just cruising down the street, live with no job, ain't making no noise, avoiding all decoys. Somehow I lost I can't even explain it, bro. Like, y'all don't make no sense in the real world. Y'all don't. Y'all just don't make no sense. Y'all don't. I'm trying to think, have I ever had a pair of leather pants? And I just don't, I can't remember me ever having a pair of leather pants. Ain't nothing wrong with leather pants, bro. I ain't like I'm talking about them. I can't remember, I don't think I've ever had some leather pants. Actually, I thought the only motherfucker that wore leather pants was Eddie Murphy on Delirious and Raw. You know what I'm talking about? That might be, I don't know. I just don't ever remember having no leather pants, man. Tricky Turn Tuesday. It just feel like something stuck in my fucking throat. That fucking pie. Ever since I ate that motherfucker, nigga. Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. But I'm just still, I'm on that fight coverage. I'm just waiting for somebody to keep it real. But I really don't even see the big old hoopla. I'm not even mad that it was a draw. It was a great fight. I could see, even though Lamont Roach won that fight, you can't really be mad with a draw. It was a close enough fight to be a draw. Even though you seen that man win. You know what I'm talking about? And I hate when they do shit like that. Like they talking about you got to do more to beat the champ. What the fuck more do you have to do than beat him? I'll beat you, but I gotta do. I gotta beat you worse than what I beat you. That shit don't make no sense. That shit don't make no sense. And I was telling y'all this the other day. That's how the world tries to tear your confidence down. You know what I'm talking about? That's how they try to talk you out of your victory. Even when you won. I was trying to tell you that yesterday on this Mind Motivation Monday. Because this world would discredit you just like that, Brett. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of like how Brett hella raw with that rapping and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like Brett hella raw with that rapping and shit. And every time I make a song, somehow everybody act like they don't see that one. It'd be the same shit. This world is geared like that, Brett. Because they can see you raw as a motherfucker like that, Brett. So the whole key be to make you, to try to shake your confidence into making you believe that you're not that raw. You know what I'm talking about? That's why you always got to know you that raw. Because they have a crafty game out here using reverse psychology and shit. They have a crafty game out here that is designed to make you doubt yourself, man. You know what I'm talking about? Why you think motherfuckers always attack what you do? Oh man, that shit weak. That shit, you know what I'm talking about? Is it? You know what I'm talking about? Is it? That's one of the number one things out here, man. Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. So, nigga, just know in this motherfucking world, first of all, just treat people like you want to be treated. That's the key to life, bro. But y'all not gonna do that, bro. Y'all gonna treat people, because a lot of y'all fair until you get pissed off. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of y'all. Everything be cool until you mad. Then when you get mad, you just change to a whole nother person. You start doing spiteful shit. You just start doing shit just because that old nan shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you start doing that nan shit. But it only comes when you mad. If you ain't mad, you might be all right to be around. But if you, as soon as you get upset, that's when you start plotting revenge. You feel what I'm saying? That's when you start plotting revenge. And that's just the wavelength they got y'all on now. Instead of you just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna leave you alone, go on about my business. You would sit up there and plot someone else's revenge instead of just plotting your come up. You feel me? You'll start plotting the next motherfucker's revenge instead of just plotting your motherfucking come up, man. Because once again, we get caught up in other people. Tricky Turn Tuesday. We get caught up in other people so much we don't do nothing but talk about other people. You feel me? And And I remember niggas used to do that shit, because that shit always been around here. But I remember niggas used to do that shit by people they actually knew. Like a nigga would be bragging on his cousin or something, you know what I'm talking about? If you was one of them niggas related to Lil D or Ant Flowers or somebody, you know what I'm talking about? Nigga be sitting right there talking about his family. But now niggas do that shit about, niggas just be bragging about shit. They don't, niggas be bragging about LeBron James. You ever seen one of them Tupac fans? You been fucked around once that nigga house, that nigga whole wall covered with pictures of Tupac and shit. Like, bruh, this, every time I seen the nigga with a poster of another nigga on his wall, man, at that moment right there, I thought this nigga had, Shiguni tendencies. And it don't be like a little kid, bruh, it be like grown people. It be, man, I swear to God, there's so many niggas out here obsessed with Tupac. Like, niggas get mad. You know what I'm talking about? If you have something to say about Tupac. And I ain't never got that. Like, I just wasn't no Tupac fan like that, Brett. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing wrong. I think he has two of the best albums that's in hip hop. I give him that. But I wasn't no Tupac fan like that, Brett. I wouldn't. And I tell y'all this all the time, man. You say them tendencies. I'll promise you, man. I'm not no Tupac fan like that, Brett. I'm not. Because I tell y'all way back then, I seen Tupac get away with shit. This is how I knew the world was going to get like this right now. I seen that shit back then. I seen him moving the goalposts for Brett. You know what I'm talking about? And I knew we was going to get to this point right here where you get to take up for your favorite people. I just knew we was going to get to this day. I used to see Brett get away with a lot of shit that everybody else would have got criticized for. You know what I'm talking about? And my partner always tell me that. He say, man, he ran into a lot of Bay Area people that say they don't like Tupac, and it's because Tupac went to LA. That ain't why that is. I don't know what their reason is. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm just gonna tell you, especially in that day and age right there, man, I don't think you could be sitting right here claiming Oakland, then you around here claiming Bloods. That's why people really don't, that's where the confusion came in with Mess and Juice. That's where the confusion came in with both of them niggas at. You know what I'm talking about? That's where the confusion came in. These niggas is like, man, how the fuck? That's some turf hopping ass shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's neither here nor there. But I ain't never, I just would never, got some timeless music, got a few songs I like, but I just never was no, I tell you, I like Killer Tay better than Pac. I like the Jacker better than I like Pac. I like Sibo better than I like Tupac. I remember niggas was trying to tell me I was crazy. And I thought at that point in time, you niggas is crazy as a motherfucker for trying to tell me who I like. That's what I thought at that time. You might like Tupac like that. I haven't asked you why do you like Tupac like that. That's who you like. You feel me? I don't like bro like that. The people that I like, you know what I'm talking about, is the people I like. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I don't try to get in who's better than who and who's better. Because I can rap, bruh, and I can name 4-5 motherfuckers that's around here today that's harder than Tupac, but y'all would never give the people credit. You know what I'm talking about? There's a gang of motherfuckers around here harder than Pac, bruh. As far as rapping, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm one of them. You know what I'm talking about? There's a gang of motherfuckers out here, bro, that's, you know what I'm talking about? They got that shit. But that's just what I'm talking about. Today age, Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. Motherfuckers get too caught up into people. That's why I said, even in sports, bro, I wish them niggas couldn't even be on social media. Because social media done fuck sports up. Because it ain't even a sports fan in there no more. It's just a troll motherfucker that came from social media that just want to play devil's advocate and argue any point. It's just niggas running around looking to debate another motherfucker. You feel me? It is. Here go another one of these niggas 90 years old with a motherfucking purse on. And you niggas crazy as a motherfucker. Listen, bro, if you a man and you walking around this motherfucker with a purse on, you need to be kicked in the back of your ass. Point blank, period. Point blank, period, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Just imagine that, nigga. Just imagine a man making the police report that his purse got snatched. Just imagine that, bro. Just imagine that, folks. That you sitting there and you didn't have to make a police report that your purse got snatched. You think it's something straight out of comic book, blood? Imagine a nigga coming to snatch your purse, bro, like an old lady, bro. Imagine having to make a police report, nigga, that you got your purse snatched. Man, you niggas something straight out of comic book, bro. Straight out of comic book, bro. And we'll just defend anything. We'll act like that shit cool, bro. We'll sit around here and let these little kids and shit. You niggas won't let your daughter put on tight clothes, but you'll let your son walk out the house with them skin tight jeans on. You niggas something straight out of comic book, bro. Straight out of comic book. You won't let your daughter walk out the house with no tight clothes on, but you'll let you'll let your son walk out the house with skin tight jeans on. And it's like y'all don't see how society is playing with you. You don't like that nigga that was trying to sit over there and this nigga trying to sit over there, nigga, and placate for the bitch, nigga. You niggas ain't got no game no more, so you niggas be on these motherfucking sites agreeing with the bitch, man. Nigga talking about his motherfucking son. As he wears some old shit, some makeup or some shit like that. And that nigga told his son a man can do whatever he want to. Man, y'all niggas something straight out of comic book, bro. Trying to please the bitch, nigga. The bitch probably looked at you funny as a motherfucker, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to impress the bitch. So this the advice you came up on TV and told the people you got a man could do what he want to do, bro. Y'all something straight out of a comic book trying to be politically correct. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Supposed to go upside that nigga head and you better not catch you in none of it. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't know how to parent it no more. They got y'all scared to parent. They got y'all scared to go upside y'all kid head, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You supposed to talk to your kid now. You know what I'm talking about? You supposed to put them on punishment and shit. And man, all right, y'all can listen to that shit if you want to. Y'all can listen to them studies if you want to. Talking about all the kids that used to get hit and shit. Look at the statistics and all that shit. Look at the statistics of the kids that didn't get hit, and look at these motherfuckers right now. And you done created a batch of entitled ass motherfuckers. See, when you used to get your ass whooped, you remembered that ass whooping. Because once again, violence is a universal language. Even if you don't speak English. You know what I'm talking about? No matter what you speak, everybody can speak violence. Everybody understand that. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody understand that. They just, I don't know, man. They done softened y'all up. That's all I can say. They done softened y'all up, man. They tell y'all what you can do with your kids now and all that old shit. They tell you ain't supposed to put your hands on these people and these people. Y'all believe that shit if you want to. You ain't supposed to put your hands on a woman. You niggas will let a bitch pick up a motherfucking bottle and walk straight up on you because you're not supposed to put your hands on a woman. Man, please, nigga. When the police get there, my hands will still be on that bitch. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no domestic violence. Y'all crazy, bro. You better use your own common sense. I'm gonna tell you to, no, just don't go around putting your hands on anybody, bro. But you don't let nobody put their hands on you, bro. And using that logic right there, I'm not gonna hit a woman. That'll get your whole motherfucking, brain knocked out the back of your motherfucking head, nigga. Listen to that shit if you want to. I'm gonna hit anybody trying to do me some danger. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna protect myself. I wouldn't give a fuck if you was a bitch ass nigga, a bitch ass kid. I wouldn't give a. If you come over here to harm me, tricky turn. You come over there doing something to me, I got to do it to you, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's what you would call the reverse card if we was playing Uno. You know what I'm talking about? That's what you would call the reverse card, man. Y'all something straight out of the comic book, bro. Y'all would just listen to these people tell y'all anything, bro. Y'all would let these people tell y'all the mumbo jumbo they grew up on. What you ain't supposed to do and what you not supposed to do. A lot of that shit don't even make no motherfucking sense. It don't. They gonna tell you to do what's best for you, then they gonna tell you something to contradict that, which you shouldn't do. You get what I'm saying? Just like we gonna act like we into the Bible, but we still sitting up here gossiping, judging, and all that. But we gonna do all that shit, then say a Bible verse in the same sentence. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. On some real shit, bro. Like, y'all gotta live to see it. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all, like, you'll never get a chance to see what I have, so. You know what I'm talking about? But that's why I know this life ain't nothing to play with, bro. Wanting to know everything and be, man, listen, bro. If I could just tell you say, well, yeah, that's that weird shit. Yeah, I promise you. If y'all could just see through my eyes how many people I done seen get knocked down and shit for I done seen some motherfuckers break into a motherfucker house, man, and wanting to know what's going on and shit. Another motherfucker. I just seen too much shit happen, bruh. About being in other people's business. I done seen too much shit happen. Why motherfuckers just talking, running their mouth. Don't even know what's going on. Y'all ever heard that favorite, I'm sure y'all heard that famous story about my niggas from Palo Alto. Y'all ain't never heard that story? When the nigga got killed about that car. I think it was his cousin car or something. I don't want to get them niggas' story wrong, but I'm sure if y'all done been in the pen, y'all done heard this story about them niggas from Palo Alto. And that nigga was out the club, and them niggas told that nigga that he couldn't get in his car, don't touch that car. That nigga went back around. I guess his cousin was a rider, like, fuck them niggas. But I don't think he told his cousin what them niggas said, and his cousin went back and tried to get that car, and they Swiss cheese that motherfucker. You feel me? The shit I've seen. Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. What time is it around this bitch? Oh man, it's too still sending me shit. I can't complain, you feel me? I can't complain. I might take my thing at yeah, I'm gonna do it an hour later. Since I'm gonna be here an hour later, man. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucking chocolate donut with a pie. That chocolate pie. I feel like that motherfucker is stuck in my motherfucking throat. My motherfucking throat ain't been the same since that motherfucking chocolate pie. You know what I'm talking about, man? Motherfucking Tricky Turn Tuesday. Don't end up in the same position, bruh. Because you know how we is. Want everybody to know we got something. We be trying to show off what we got. You know what I'm talking about? And we good for getting in a good position of ourselves, then try to tease everybody else like they broke. You know what I'm talking about? And then somehow we forget everything we done did or said. He always something straight out of the comic book, bro. We didn't forget everything we said or did. And then we act like somebody supposed to have sympathy for us, man. You know what I'm talking about? We act like somebody supposed to have sympathy for us, man. You know, get the fuck out of here. Tricky Turn. Once again, that's why it's just good to be a fair. That's why it's just good to be even with the game, bro. That's why it's just good to be the same person. That's why it's good to be the same person. But we so fucking uneven as people, bro. We sit there and we expect people to do shit for us that we know motherfucking well we wouldn't do for them. Because as people, a lot of us are just selfish. And we'll try to put a guilt trip on the motherfucker knowing motherfucking well we wouldn't do it for them. And we'll still try to put a guilt trip on them. Once again, it's always, when it's your turn, bruh, this is why I just stop fucking around. Because me, myself, I'm just a solid motherfucker. So I don't even watch shit like that, bruh. I'm not keeping score or none of that shit. But I can just see shit for what it is. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm just gonna back up off of your ass, man. You know what I'm talking about? You could be, because I'm never gonna stop being solid. You just won't have access to my solid. You know what I'm talking about? But I can't do nothing but be the solid motherfucker I am. And if you don't look out while you doing that shit, bro, you will let the sour, fake ass motherfuckers, you will let them make you start playing like them. You know what I'm talking about? And you don't want to start practicing that shit because you're going to be just like that fake ass motherfucker. That's all you can do, bro. Matching energy with a fake motherfucker is make yourself fake. Make yourself petty. Oh, you did this, I'm finna do this, watch this. All that old shit right there. Life too short for that shit, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. Life way too short for that shit. There's way too much shit that motherfuckers could just be out here doing, bruh. I'm telling you, it's the way you think, bruh. That's gonna have a lot to do with how peaceful you live on this earth. I'm not worrying about shit, bruh. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not worrying about shit. Fuck it. There's way too many motherfucking times I always tell y'all this shit, bro. I've seen too many people just be gone the next turn around and I done seen people pass waiting on drug deals. I done seen people pass waiting on money. I just done seen people pass worrying about bills. I've seen too many people pass, bruh, worrying about some earthly shit to where that shit didn't even matter. You sitting here worrying about a fucking bill and you dead in the next 10 minutes. You ain't even alive to pay that motherfucker. Fuck all that shit, bruh. Just live life. You know what I'm talking about? It's on some real shit. If you believe that like God ain't gonna put more on you than you can carry, like if you believe that, you wouldn't even be complaining about your current condition. You wouldn't. That's what I be saying. I think we just recite shit out that Bible instead of actually be believing that shit ourselves. I think we be just wanting to tell that shit to somebody else. I do. I just heard somebody say that shit to and I heard somebody say that shit about the fight. That's why I've been trying to find the most non-biased people to talk about the fight. I don't be wanting to hear no like Devin Haney fans talk about the Tank fight either. You feel what I'm saying? I don't. Cause they ain't gonna do nothing but tease the nigga. But I heard a nigga say some shit like, don't like us. The same thing that happened at, bro, why do y'all put God on everything that y'all, like, why do y'all use God name so much trying to make, like, you know when people use God name, it's gonna hit home, it's gonna make everybody pay attention. You know how y'all be casting spells and shit. God don't like ugly, but I just don't see how y'all put a great fight. Like, y'all something straight out of the comic book, good. Straight out of motherfucking comic book, nigga. I'm telling you, every natural disaster, man, you hear somebody talk. I would be scared as fuck to sit right here and try to come tell the rest of the people some shit God was doing. I would be scared as a motherfucker, bro. I would. I would. And if you look, bro, if you just go in history, bro, and you go look at all the motherfucking cults and shit, you'll realize a majority of the motherfuckers, bro, was somebody playing with the Bible, somebody playing with some kind of religion. You'll realize that, bro, because that's the easiest way to gain a cult following, nigga. Just get a bunch of motherfuckers together and we talking about God. I knew ever since then motherfuckers was crazy, bro. I could have been a little kid. Yeah, I could have been a little kid, and it ain't no way in the world I was drinking no motherfucking Kool-Aid from Jim Jones, man. Something just would have told me. My spider senses would have just told me as a little kid, something ain't right about this juice. You know what I'm talking about? No, something ain't right about this juice. Something would have told me that as a little kid, man. I would have smelt that shit as... Y'all goofy, bruh. And y'all been goofy forever. Y'all just follow a motherfucker, folks. That's why I said, man, y'all lucky I'm not evil. On some real shit, bruh. Y'all so easy to talk into shit, bruh. Y'all so easy to, like, it's a shame, folks. It's a shame, bruh. This is like, you want to be accepted that bad. It's like you ain't even accepted yourself. Because when you accepted yourself, you don't give a fuck about nothing else, bruh. When you accepted yourself, bruh, you can, it don't even matter, like, what you doing. You can do anything by your motherfucking self, bruh. Whether it was go to the movies, the beach by yourself, nigga, you could stay in the house by yourself. Wouldn't nothing bother you, bruh, because you don't need other people. You don't. So it'd be kind of fucked up, bruh, when, you see hella old motherfuckers still looking for acceptance. Every time I seen that, bruh, I seen somebody run themselves into a crash. Every time, bruh. A lot of times that shit end up with people getting on funny drugs. I bullshit you not. Other times I just done seen man, that shit gonna come with you getting your car wrecked. That shit just gonna come. Man, that shit just come. It come with you not knowing your motherfucking self, bruh. So you go put yourself around some other people that you think is your friends, or they accepting you or whatever, man. They just got you over there using you for whatever. It's either gonna be a car, some money, or something. Cause you know how we is in the urban community. We be looking for that motherfucker that come around and buy everybody Newports and 40 ounces and shit. We got an eye for that motherfucker, don't we? God damn, blood. We got an eye for that motherfucker, don't we? That motherfucker that come around here and get to buying all these 211s and them Newports and shit. We got an eye for that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? But don't nobody ever use you, bro. You get yourself. Tricky Turn Tuesday. Yeah, you get yourself, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because, I'm telling you, man, it used to just, a lot of this shit used to be reserved for bitches. And niggas just start doing out the fucking blue. A lot of that shit used to be reserved for bitches. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you might have heard niggas chopping it up with their close nigga, like, man, that bitch was wrong, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? But, bruh, you just didn't have nigga, every other nigga coming out with some kind of story about how the bitch did him, how the bitch did him wrong, and like you just didn't have, you didn't, man, that shit crazy. That used to just be the bitch, bruh. Talking about how the nigga done cheated and all the this and that and this and that. And damn, you got niggas out here, bro, with it. I don't know, folks. I think different. Y'all be worried about the wrong shit, bro. You worried who the bitch used to fuck and who the, I mean, you always want to know who a bitch got babies by. You know what I'm talking about? You kind of want to do your research and shit like that, but like y'all just be worried about, y'all let these niggas put a bunch of thoughts in y'all heads, bruh. Talking, I told you all weird ass shit, talking about body counts. Y'all threw me off with that one because that shit just means something else where I'm from. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all just y'all go into just that shit don't make y'all to let these niggas convince y'all about how many y'all, all that shit, you know, a bitch got all these different men, DNA is stuck to him, and all that shit might be scientifically correct and all that shit, bro. Listen, bro, the stain you leave on the bitch brain is the stain you gonna leave on the bitch brain. Now, the key of that is to be something to leave a stain on the bitch brain, man. You know what I'm talking about? And I think that's what a lot of you niggas complain about. I think y'all don't know how to be you. Like, you don't know how to be you, so like the one thing that's gonna irritate a bitch is you steadily sitting around talking about what the bitch doing or who she fucking on and all that. Because all you kind of gotta do, bruh, is because if you the right nigga, bruh, a bitch gonna be someone to, a bitch is gonna be running around the corner trying to see what you doing. You know what I'm talking about? If you that motherfucker with a bitch, man. A bitch gonna be parked outside your work and shit, see if you flirting with any co-workers. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta be that motherfucker that, you gotta be that though, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta be something for the, you know what I'm talking about? You gotta be something, bruh. And I think if we just work more on that, being the best person that you could be, that you wouldn't be worried so much about other shit. They just tell y'all a bunch of goofy shit, nigga. What the fuck does who a bitch fuck got to do with you, bruh? And your motherfucking gang, bruh? Once again, I'd like you to go ask your mama how many people did she fuck before she met your daddy, bruh? Everybody been fucking forever, bruh. That shit, y'all put too much on that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all do. Y'all make fucking everything. Y'all make, you know what I'm talking about? Like, any nigga, any bitch, bruh. Just like a nigga, them nut niggas nuts. Just like a bitch, that's that bitch pussy, bruh. A nigga and a bitch is gonna do what the fuck they want to do with they nuts and they pussy, bruh. You get what I'm saying? What is a nigga or a bitch? Like, that's just how we always find people who don't have our back. Cause you just find people you attracted to. You know what I'm talking about? You find you looking for the nigga with the muscles and shit. You looking for the bitch with the fake ass. You know what I'm talking about? That shit be looking like two balloons, look like one of them old school and living color skits and shit when they was teasing people. But you looking for some shit that, like I said, you don't even know what's good for you. I'm just saying, when I'm coming up, I don't know, I'm not even giving you no advice, bro. I'm just giving you the way I did it. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying none of that shit, bro. I'm just telling you the way I did it. Because I don't be believing that right and wrong shit. I believe it's just the way you gonna do it, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck right and fuck wrong. Who is the judge of that, bro? What's right and what's wrong? What's right for you might be wrong for me. What's wrong for you might be right for me. You know what I'm talking about? Who is the judge that, bro? It's just what you gonna do. But me coming up, bro, I didn't it was just certain shit, bro. If you was one of them scary hoes and shit, like you went finna take this gun and you went finna take this dope case and all that shit, I didn't even really want to be around you. I didn't. You know what I'm talking about? Like before the other games and shit, you know what I'm talking about? That was our definition of a I know it's a different in another game. We used to call them square holes. Even though I know square holes have another meaning, but that's what in the dope game, that's what we used to call them, square bitches. You feel what I'm saying? It was cool when you got like what was that movie, Goodfellas? You remember how that nigga gave his bitch the pistol and she wouldn't hit it for him and shit? Now you had some hoes that was fascinated like that. They was intrigued by the street game and all that shit. So they would take a case for you and shit. High dope for you and all that, but I learned a long time ago that shit don't match, man. You shouldn't even want to be in no fucking dope game and you fucking with a bitch that don't understand that she needs to take this motherfucking pistol case or cause they ain't gonna do nothing to her. That bitch ain't gonna even get probation. They liable to drop that shit, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That shit might not never make it to court, nigga. DA better threw that shit out because they couldn't get you. You know what I'm talking about? But I learned way back then, nigga, like a regular square ass bitch I couldn't do nothing with no bitch like that, bro. I didn't even want no bitch like that around me. Because I knew what the fuck I had going on. You get what I'm saying? What the fuck? I'm in the car with a bitch that ain't finna take this case for. I don't even need you in my car, bro. I done went through shit like that before, folks. Nigga, that's why I say, bro, you'll never know, nigga. This is why, on some real shit, bro, you better know before you get in that situation. You'll get in the situation with a motherfucker you thought was finna take this pistol. You know what I'm talking about? Because anybody will tell you what they gonna do until you get into that situation, bro. Man, listen, bro, you'll go down. I just went through some shit like that. Man, your ass will go down and nigga, one of your charges will be that gun. God damn, blood, one of them charges will be that motherfucking gun, bro. Yeah, just on some real shit, bro. I just, it's the people you have around you, bro. It's just the people you have around you. Like, fuck what somebody else's perception is, bro. You better make sure the motherfuckers like it's just down for you. You know what I'm talking about? Find the motherfucker that's down for you, bro. Find the motherfucker that's down for you, man. Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. Like I said, nigga, in this day and age right here, folks, you have a motherfucker be down for you until they get mad at you. Then it'd be just the opposite. Because nowadays, I guess nobody just get mad at nobody and they go on about their separate ways. As soon as a motherfucker supposedly get mad at a motherfucker, they don't do nothing but start discrediting them, putting them down, talking about them, trying to let everybody else know what these people. I ain't never understood that. I've never understood why people even post shit on Facebook and shit. What's the point in that? What's the point in embarrassing your people? I ain't never got that. And the only people that do shit like that, bro, is people, like I told you, people do shit to you that will make them mad. People do shit to you that they would be embarrassed by. So a lot of times people be doing shit you don't even give a fuck about that shit. Man, I don't give a fuck about that shit. But the people have to have it in their head because like they know that would embarrass them. So they gonna sit there and play another fantasy game in their head and they just know that you destroyed, because if it would have been them, how they would have felt. And half the time you don't even be giving a fuck about that shit, bro. That's why people make shit bigger than what it is. Because they be thinking it has more of an effect than what it really has. That's why, if you knew like I knew, bro, that's why you just don't go back and forth on some real shit. Tricky Turn Tuesday. You don't do nothing but get that shit life, bro. Just let somebody keep on talking, bro. They'll find something else to talk about. I ain't bullshitting with you. They'll find something else to talk about, man. I ain't never seen so many young people with old faces. This just has to be, man, I see too many motherfuckers that look just like Luka Doncic. So it must be a thing out here to look like Luka, I guess. I see way too many motherfuckers look just like Luka Doncic, man. You know what I'm talking about? We done came to another stop. You know what I'm talking about? The cartoon characters and shit. I see they still ain't watched that motherfucking Lilo and Stitch costume. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. I see they still ain't watched that motherfucking costume. These niggas crazy, man. Y'all see this shit? And just imagine, look at these niggas, man. Playtime. Yeah, they lucky they wasn't around when we was growing up. We would have been on them niggas. You know what I'm talking about? We would have had one of them heads of the costumes and everything. Nigga would have been walking around with Mario head. I ain't bullshitting with you, nigga. Been walking around with Mario head, nigga. She scared of the motherfucking this bitch is scared of the mother. This bitch just damn near had a panic attack. I'm still scared of costumes looking ass motherfucker. My mom's scared of clown's face having ass bitch. Yeah, we would have been on him. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out my nigga Adolf in there, man. When I told y'all my nigga Adolf used to work at Eastmont Mall, man, my nigga was an elf. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga was sitting over there with Santa Claus as an elf. Nigga, we walked through there, we got on a Frankenstein. The nigga that had they had a haunted house over there, man. They had Frankenstein. We was in there tearing his ass up. You know what I'm talking about? We damn near had that nigga hat. The Frankenstein head. We had them homie the clown socks. We was tearing his ass up with that motherfucker. Every time that nigga turned around, he said, "Hey, fucking knock it off!" I remember we used to go upstairs, nigga, Eastmont Mall and throw pennies down at Miss Fields. Oh yeah, I flung one of them motherfuckers and barely missed that bitch and hit that motherfucking cookie window. That motherfucker said, "Pat." That bitch looked against the P. That bitch said, "Security! Security!" You know what I'm talking about? Security. It was hella bad. We used to be throwing rocks at cars and shit. Go in the mall and go upstairs and throw pennies down at the cookie shop. We was bad, man. You know what I'm talking about? Tricky Turn Tuesday. You know, tricky turn go a lot of ways, man. But the moral of this motherfucking story gonna be right here, man, is in this life you should just treat people the way you want to be treated, bruh. Doing that, you'll keep the game even. Y'all think I'm bullshit, nigga. I have actually saved my own life, nigga, for not being fake. For not being fake, folks. I have saved my own life, nigga. For not being fake. I told y'all we was in the I was gonna say 5th tier North block. I mean 5th tier West block, man. But matter of fact, I was in H unit. But I was on the yard. I done told y'all this story a million times. You know what I'm talking about? But I had the line, and I could have did some fake ass shit with the power that I had. But instead of that, you know what I'm talking about? You know, bro, always the player he is. You know what I'm talking about? I told the motherfucker, man, check this out, folks. We just gonna let that shit go, folks, until we get back to the streets. You feel me? I know you see what's going on with me up in here, and I'm just not no fake ass nigga. So I don't want motherfuckers, you know what I'm talking about? Because once you do some fake ass shit, bro, you might think it's some real shit, but that shit be fake. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm not gonna be the one up in the penitentiary and the motherfucker talking about, yeah, man, that nigga DB, me at the line, man, him and all this folks. You're not gonna remember me for being fake. I don't want that shit on my name, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Say, man, when we get back to the streets, you know, it is what it is, bruh. But I ain't on no fake ass shit, bruh. So nigga ain't gotta worry about me trying to abuse my power up in no penitentiary. That's fake shit too. You know what I'm talking about? Just keep it real, even though it was damn near the whole turf. Nigga, my whole turf was up in there with us, man. Everybody that's a fella. And we was hella thick. But a lot of them niggas didn't even have nothing to do with that shit. That shit was street shit. Them niggas ain't from where I'm from. You feel me? But I told y'all I busted that move right there. And just so happened one night, I'm sitting around there over there by them niggas burrito truck. Nigga, them niggas had me dead right, blood. I ain't lying. Them niggas had me dead right, bruh. I'm in the passenger seat, this bitch hella drunk up there arguing with the burrito people. Them niggas just passed me, bruh, look at me. You know what I'm talking about? Them niggas, they look like they was, you know what I'm talking about? They look like they was on one of the missions. And they had all they niggas in the car, bruh. They had all they ones. You feel me? They had all they ones. The ones that be from where they from, that be them niggas had me dead to right, blood. I ain't lying. God damn, the niggas had me dead to right. You feel me? But that same brother that I kept it real with just so happened to be in that car, man. You know what I'm talking about? Gave me the nod like that, returned the favor. You know what I'm talking about? Return the favor. So I'm just saying, man, treat people the way you want to be treated, bruh. I've always believed in that, bruh. I ain't just start believing that. I told you I was in the penitentiary, bruh. And we was in the middle of a real live war, nigga. A real live war. This was them times, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Them was them times. You feel me? I just like that shit. Just fake shit ain't never really set well with me. It ain't. But just that one kind gesture, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, I had an opportunity to keep the game clean and I took it. But just that little shit right there, bruh. Just that little ass shit right there, folks. Saved my life. Now just think if I would have went the other route. Man, y'all play too much. This is what you niggas look like now. You niggas crazy as a motherfucker, bro. Don't make no sense, bro. Oh man, do you? Don't let me get in the way of your makeup kit. You know what I'm talking about? Do you? Express yourself. Express yourself. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm just telling you, man, and that shit has happened to me several times, bro. That's why I've always believed that, bro. Just treat people the way you want to be treated, bro. Because that shit do come back. Now just think if I was on some fake ass shit and I just used my power and we finna get on this nigga and we finna, and just all that shit right there, bruh. What you think would have happened when them niggas pulled up on me out the burrito truck? With pea coats and hoodies and shit on. Please, bruh. Please. They actually had one of my partners in there, man. You know what I'm talking about? They actually had one of my partners in there with them. It was bruh. And it was the other nigga that's, you know what I'm talking about? It was with all that shit. But them niggas gave me a pass. You know what I'm talking about? Baby Cuz kept it real where a lot of them don't. Everybody else probably would have blissed that nigga just to get they, you know what I'm talking about? Just to call home talking about who they got, man. You know you feel me? Treat people the way you want to be treated, man. You feel me? It was on some real shit. I done been in jail, in the penitentiary, West Block, where really, nigga, it was just me. It wasn't nobody from my turf, bruh. And them niggas was hella deep, bruh. Them niggas never did no fake shit like that to me. Especially when you just be up in like when you just be up in that reception center, nigga, when you just be running around Alpine, West Block, Carson, and all that shit right there, you get your ass, nigga, depending on which one of the motherfuckers you went to, you'll get your ass done dirty. But this was before they was, yeah, I got some new shit going on in jail now, bro. That shit almost like some PC shit. You get to go to jail and tell them what gang you from, nigga, and they put you over there with the rest of your gang members and shit. I ain't never seen that shit. They just put you in whoever you landed over there with, nigga, that's who you landed over there with, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't come from the days where you get to be around all your partners. So shit, I wish it been like that. Just treat people the way you want to be treated, man. You feel me? Because it'll come back to you like that, man. Because for some reason, like I said, folks, we like to treat people fucked up, then we want them to treat us with the utmost fucking respect. We want to be shitty to people. We want to, we just want to do everything, then we expect it to be different when it's us. I don't know, bro. Shit weird. We just play too many games, bro. I told you, a lot of us, we just not adults. That's all it is, man. And that's what's fucked up, though. On some real shit. Got a lot of motherfuckers, nigga, they will pass. Nigga, if you live to 110 years old, bro, you will still have lived without, living one day as an adult. Because you still got all that childish ass thinking. You feel me? This life's short, man. Niggas just really want to be at peace and get as much done as he can get done. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever that is. You feel me? It was not so much as late, but last year probably last year I got that shit a lot. A lot of motherfuckers were just trying to, man, you always talk about motherfuckers. Listen, bro, I'm not in no competition, bro. I'm not in the big house competition. I'm not in the I got more money than you competition. I'm not in the I'm not giving nobody no financial advice or nothing like that, bro. I'm not in them competitions, bro. I'm in the middle of what the fuck I'm doing right now, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to take care of my own business. You get what I'm saying? I don't have nobody else to talk about. Motherfucker always call me, bro, if you know all this, why you ain't? Once again, I've did it several times. You know what I'm talking about? I'm taking myself off earth. I'm going another route now, and it's taking just a little bit slower. But keep watching. You know what I'm talking about? You keep watching. That's what the fuck I'll tell you. But they all, a motherfucker always try to kill you with that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? A motherfucker always try to point to you and ask you, what have you done? And I've done it. You know what I'm talking about? Now I can see if I was just up here saying shit and I've never done anything before. See, that's what I don't get right there. Y'all will listen to a motherfucker who's never done it, and a motherfucker who has done it, y'all will try to play them like that shit old. You know what I'm talking about? Like the nigga's just weird. Why didn't anybody go when the light was green? That's what I'm saying. You feel me? Weird as fuck. Weird as fuck. I don't know why these niggas have a habit of crossing the street in this motherfucking come on, bruh. This nigga is out in the middle of the street. You know what I'm talking about? She would be a good candidate to ask, man, why do y'all put your stomach? What is the benefit of putting your stomach in your tights? I'm gonna leave her alone, man, because she look like a good person. And she do. She look like a good person. I ain't gonna fuck with her. I need somebody that look like they can take a joke, because I don't want to crack anybody's confidence. I don't want to fuck nobody day up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I don't want to fuck nobody day up. And trust me, especially from a big bitch, I seen the look on her face. That would have fucked her whole confidence up for the rest of the day. And she looked like she was happy. So bruh's not cruel. Y'all see that? I didn't want to go on over there and rattle her confidence. But I'm gonna find one of you big fat face bitches and I'm gonna ask you, what the fuck is the benefit of you putting your motherfucking stomach that far down the motherfucking stretch pants? You know what I'm talking about? Because your stomach, when you get through putting your stomach in your stretch pants, the bottom of your stretch pants shouldn't be down there by your knees. That's all I'm gonna say, man. We should have a motherfucking, like how you used to get on the rides back in the day. You used to have to be this tall. Your stomach should have a certain amount of length, a height, or every width, or whatever with the one you explain that shit with. It should have to be a certain amount away from your motherfucking knees. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Is if you put all that motherfucking stomach up in your motherfucking pants, like that's the perfect person to ask. You know what I'm talking about? Because I ain't gonna ask no black bitch that. I ain't. My black sisters already got enough on their shoulders without a funny ass nigga like me riding up on them. And you know what I'm talking about? I'm damn sure gonna ask a Mexican or a white bitch though. You know what I'm talking about? I'm damn sure gonna ask one of them. They say, bro, that's not fair. Fuck y'all. I was finna ask that, I don't know what she is, a louse bitch? Louse? One of the funniest times I ever had, nigga, was I was with my nigga Old School Mike, my nigga Moan from 3 Times, I want to say BA was with us too. BA was with us. BA was with us. We went to that nigga Mike house deep in the 90s, man. It was me, Mom. I keep telling y'all about I got a story about that. When them hoes was up there at the cemetery. Nigga, them hoes made bruh so mad. They say, bro, why them hoes make you mad? Man, listen. They say I gotta comment everything boxing, man. Shout out everything boxing. Bro was hella funny. He one of the only motherfuckers that I done seen with the we talking about them tank niggas. That nigga showed a video. This nigga then went and looked up this nigga hair grease. That nigga ego is funny as a motherfucker. And you know what's fucked up, bro? His ego be knowing this shit. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't like he don't know boxing. A lot of them niggas know they shit. It's not like they don't know boxing. You know what I'm talking about? It's just the way they cover the sport is so fucked up because they cover it biased. Showbiz, all them niggas, man, they take up for their favorite people. I just don't understand how all you niggas y'all done let this motherfucking Mexican cheat one of our black people. You know what I'm talking about? I told you, I think niggas just be hating on niggas from Oakland though, if you ask me. You feel me? We done let the Mexican cheat one of ours. You know what I'm talking about? Then we done let these Mexicans call us monkeys and all that shit. And y'all, man, y'all just weird, bro. Y'all weird as fuck. We still want to be friends and talking with these, man. These niggas done called us monkeys, bro. Monkeys. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas keep doing videos and shit, put monkeys in the car, eating bananas and shit. They done sent the nigga some bananas to his room. You know what I'm talking about? They done did all this shit and somehow this is the niggas we still defend. Y'all something straight out of comic book. You know what's hella fucked up though? Y'all seen that Lamont Roach fight? If Ryan Garcia would have had that same performance against Tank, they would have gave that fight to Ryan Garcia. On my mama. You know what I'm talking about? There you go, Black Love. You know what I'm talking about? I see y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about, Black Love, man. You gotta walk down the street with that black lady and hold her hand, man. You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna see a lot of motherfuckers hold hands during tax season. You know what I'm talking about? Just a few weeks ago, it was a gang of niggas out here walking with them big old fat white bitches. You don't even see that shit no more. Them hoes, taxes didn't hit. You know what I'm talking about? Black Love, you know what I'm talking about? I like seeing young Black Love. Cause you always see old Black Love. You always see some OGs running around this motherfucker being fucking with it. You rarely see you rarely see the youngsters, man. The Vegas Strip, Brett Neckhart, another nigga that looked like Luka Donovich. You know what I'm talking about, man? The camera lady. You even got the white people walking down the street smoking on the bud, man. You know what I'm talking about? White man just did her hella disrespectful. The Asian woman, man, he looked at that bitch and was just shooed her on off. You know what I'm talking about? He did that with a racist smirk on his face. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker right here looked like a racist. You know what I'm talking about? It's a beautiful day out here today, though. That's what I can say. It's a beautiful day, man, in the neighborhood. Tricky turn motherfucking Thursday, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? Tricky turn motherfucking Thursday, man. Treat people the way you want to be treated. You might start having more luck. You know what I'm talking about? Shit might start going more right for you, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, shit might start going right for you, man. Because I noticed today, man, we like to instigate shit. We do. We like to instigate shit. We like to, we just like to add shit on. You know what I'm talking about? We just like to add shit on. Just like I said, hey, good, thank you, Ryan Tom, for coming through, man. Thank you. We like to fucking, we like to add shit on. Like I said, bruh. I seen them teasing a nigga about a domestic violence case. I ain't that, man, y'all weird, bruh. The nigga got a domestic violence case, then the other niggas was on there. Now, mind you, this wasn't no domestic violence case this nigga just caught. This shit was from like 10, 12 years ago, bruh. And now you got a nigga trying to reintroduce some old shit to a new audience, bruh. Some shit this nigga and the bitch done already made up for. That shit just be corny as a motherfucker, bruh. That is player hating at its finest, bruh. The bitch wasn't complaining about the ass whooping. And you got a bunch of niggas trying to complain about, man, that shit don't make no sense, folks. That shit don't make no sense, bruh. Just like they did Ray Rice, bruh. They got that nigga, man, they made that nigga quit the NFL, bruh. Didn't even nobody want that nigga no more, bruh. They made that nigga quit the NFL, bruh. That nigga was one of the best running backs in the NFL. Just because this nigga didn't hit the bitch the overhand right, bruh. And everybody talking about he shouldn't have did that. Then you get the other motherfucking camera angle. And this bitch then threw motherfucking Long Island iced tea in this nigga face. When he got on his motherfucking gators and this man, please, bruh. And they tried to make it seem like that was a bad man. I don't, man. Y'all let them put that thought in your head if you want to, bruh. Yeah, y'all let them put that thought in your head if you want to. You go out with the bitch and be drunk and shit and let the bitch throw Long Island iced tea in your motherfucking face. While you got on that motherfucking $1,500 suit, man, with them gators, with the motherfucking flats, nigga. And see what the response your hands gonna have. Nigga, something straight out of the comic book, man. I ain't bullshitting with you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I ain't bullshitting with you. Everybody want to come to the bitch rescue. And y'all good when y'all come to that bitch rescue, man, because the motherfucker always say when you talking about that bitch, it don't never matter what that bitch did. She's a woman and you shouldn't have reacted like that. But ain't nobody taught this bitch what not to do. It's just what you shouldn't have, man. All right. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, all right. That's y'all logic. That ain't my logic. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that ain't my logic. That's how them bitches even got grown still doing that type of shit. Because ain't nobody else held their ass accountable. Because they been going off that shit. Because a bitch will bank off that shit. About you gonna hit a woman and somebody better come pick this bitch up. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all better help that bitch up. You know what I'm talking about? Just like a nigga said, man, he was telling that joke. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga talking about his mama done passed and shit. This bitch talking about fuck your dead mama. That nigga said, hell no. I'm gonna hit that bitch with a left cross just like I'm gonna hit anybody else with a left hook to say that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Because we minimize that part. And if you minimize that part, bro, what you gonna end up doing is living a life of letting people do shit to you and slide because whatever reason. She a female, you ain't supposed to hit a female. You know what I'm talking about? Then it's gonna go to that's what you common them people. You know what I'm talking about? They just gonna keep having the number one, they gonna keep on having reasons why you shouldn't do nothing to people, why people still doing shit to you. I ain't never believed in that, man. I wouldn't give a fuck who you related, man. Go get them. You gonna have to go get them. You come over here fucking with me, all the people you related to, you gonna have to see how much they love you. You gonna have to go get them. You gonna have to. I done seen that shit too much, bro. You know how many times I done seen a motherfucker, one of them famous family members and shit that everybody else be scared of, and how they just run around here and fuck with people because that's their family member. Oh, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me because my family, man, listen, bro, you gonna have to go get that nigga every time. Get ready to call that nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Get ready to call them people. You feel me, man? You gonna have to get ready to call them people, man. You know what I'm talking about? But don't let nobody just use that philosophy, bro. Stop letting people tell you what to do and what not to do, bro. You'll let somebody make you, man, please, bro. Please, bro. You let one of these motherfuckers talk that shit into you if you want to. What you supposed to do, what you ain't supposed to do. A man's not supposed to hit a woman and all. And once again, bro, I don't think you should put your hands on anybody. I don't think you should just run around and look to put your hands on anybody. That ain't what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But don't let nobody protect yourself, folks. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Protect yourself from any and everybody, bro. Because if you don't, motherfuckers is gonna use that against you, bro. Come across a bitch that then came to the conclusion that you're not gonna hit a woman, and watch what that bitch do. Watch what that bitch do. Nigga, that bitch finna be hitting you in the head with pots, throwing plates at you and all. Not every bitch, but you know what I'm talking about? But to keep it real, a bitch shouldn't even put herself in a position to even be hit by a man. To keep it real. But man, I don't believe that shit, bro. It just depends on the situation, bro. Don't let nobody harm you, folks. You feel me? I know motherfuckers done lost their life like that, man. Talking about they ain't hit a bitch. Let a bitch come up on them and hit them in the head with something. Let a bitch push up on them with a pistol and shit. Bitch yanking on her purse and shit. Cause them hoes good for having these hoes good for that legal carry and shit now. And them hoes have a little gun on them and shit. Always trying to clutch on their little purse and shit like they hella hard. Yeah, alright. Alright. I don't know what it is about the kid. Like, when I was growing up, bro, you couldn't wear pajamas to school. They'll send your ass home. That's all you see these kids wear to school. I wouldn't even want to wear no pajamas to school. Like, pajamas don't even be having pockets all like that. Man, my neck. You feel me, man? But it's a good old day, man. You know what I'm talking about? I can't call it. Tricky turn Tuesday. More of this story, treat people the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm talking about? Because there is no fun when the rabbit has the gun. And you can't expect somebody to do anything but what you did. You know what I'm talking about? Because another thing we good for in this motherfucking day and age is for us that we not gonna do for them. You know what I'm talking about? We expect you to do something for us that we ain't never did for you. But when it's your turn, when it's on you, when we need you to do something, bro, it's gonna be different then when it was our turn to do it. You know how many times I've seen that, man? A person close to them. Like I remember when I was on the play. It was crucial, man. It was nigga, it was crucial. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't know if I needed some money to open up. I don't know, nigga. I just didn't have the money, bro. So I went and found my people in ever, man. You know what I'm talking about? I started the morning off with no money, and came. And by the end of my day, I probably had like 3,800. It was hella funny how motherfucker was just talking, because I think I don't know if I asked the motherfucker for 25 to open up. I was trying to borrow some money on my escapade real quick just until I struck oil. And do you know a motherfucker laughed me up under the table, nigga? Your broke ass and this, and you know what I'm talking about? Now that same motherfucker, bruh, within that day. Oh, when the nigga came back with 3,800, please, bruh. Please, bruh. And the funniest thing to me, and this is always, man, it ain't nothing that just started now, is people forget what they said. You know what I'm talking about? It's like people forget how they treated you. You know what I'm talking about? And they just jump to something else. Like people, it's like they black out the part where they didn't talk to you crazy. They black out the part where they didn't, like, that shit be crazy. And they'll sit there and act like they never just said all that shit out their mouth that they just said. You know what I'm talking about? And then try to put a guilt trip on you. Like somehow you just didn't call me all these broke motherfuckers and all this and all that and all this and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Now some kind of way I'm supposed to have sympathy for you. You know what I'm talking about? When you thought a motherfucker was broke. You get what I'm saying? When you thought a motherfucker was broke, you didn't even want to assist the motherfucker with the hustle. You know what I'm talking about? But once again, nothing stops the hustle. You know what I'm talking about? So sometimes you just gotta hurry up and buy until you can open up. I turned my whole day around, you know what I'm talking about? As I'm so eloquently known to do. I turned the whole day around, man. And at the end of the day, when it was about 3,800 floating around this motherfucker, you should have seen how the tide changed. You see how everybody, attitude changes when all of a sudden they need you. Because it's not going to be the same. It's going to be a little bit different then. That's why you try not to need anybody, bro. Try not to need anybody. Try not to need nobody, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It's almost like they just waiting to, they just waiting to talk about how you need it. You know what I'm talking about? They just waiting to tell somebody else how you needed them. Because now when people do something for you for some reason, they like to come up here. When I say come up here, bro, I'm not talking about no fucking computer. I'm just talking about come to the fucking forefront, period. I'm not talking about no goddamn computer. Once again, I don't live in this goddamn computer. So when I say people come up here, I'm not talking about they come up here to the computer. They just come to the light, nigga, the forefront top. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but they have a habit of forgetting what it is. They see it. People have a habit of forgetting how shitty they treated you. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why you should just keep the game even and treat people the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm talking about? Because for some reason, when people say fucked up shit or they be cruel or something, it's like they'll just come and say some shit bland, like I was mad or something. You know what I'm talking about? I was upset. You know what I'm saying? They'll say some shit like that. Like, just every time you get mad, you just got the right to say whatever the fuck you want to say out your mouth. Like, that shit don't even make no sense. Now let you say something foul out your mouth, they gonna hold you to that. You can't come say that you were upset. You know what I'm talking about? And that's because you said something about them, and they gonna remember that shit forever. But what they said about you, you should just let it go because they were upset. Y'all something straight out of the comic book, bro. And if you don't look out, people will play you like that, bro. To where they minimize just people in the world, not just one person. They gonna minimize everything it is they do, and they gonna maximize everything you do. That's why I keep telling you, whoever keeps score is gonna win. Because whatever they do is gonna be worth way more, even if it's the same thing. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's how we do. We act like our time is more important than anybody else. We act like our money is more important than anybody else. We just act like anything that got to do with us is more important than what anything has to do with anybody else. You know what I'm talking about? We do. That's how I told you, if a motherfucker flying down the street, I just seen this, bro. You know what I'm talking about? In real life. A motherfucker flying down the street, this is just how y'all play. A motherfucker be like, man, there's some kids down here. They driving down here way too fast. Another motherfucker gonna take the standpoint, they could drive their car fast they want to, it's theirs. Now that same motherfucker that just said that, if they was in the car, then all of a sudden the person would have to slow down because they playing with them. They up in this motherfucking car. And you better slow this motherfucker down. But when you wasn't in the car, it was them people's car and they could drive how fast they want to, even though it's kids down the street. And motherfuckers need to slow down because it's kids walking around here. You get what I'm saying? But then they could drive their car because they paid for their car. Now, when that same person is in somebody's car that's driving too fast, it ain't their car no more, I guess. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't their car no more. They better slow that motherfucker down because you up in there and you ain't playing with a motherfucker, bro. We something straight out of comic book. We will say anything. We say anything that just benefits our argument. We do the exact same shit as you. You know what I'm talking about? We'll have an excuse for why we did it, and then we'll criticize you for doing it, even though it was the same thing. Tricky Turn Tuesday. You know what I'm talking about? And that's all y'all be letting people set y'all up for. It is, bro. Y'all let people set y'all up to ask y'all questions about the same shit they did. With no questions asked. You know what I'm talking about? And y'all be sitting up here trying to explain to a motherfucker. Tell y'all can kiss my ass. You know what I'm talking about? Big smooches. Y'all can kiss my ass. You know what I'm talking about? God damn, I'm telling you, nigga, I've been watching that shit my whole life, nigga. And when I say my whole life, nigga, I've been watching that shit my whole motherfucking life, nigga. From the streets, from school, jail, just in the world, anywhere I've been, bro. I watch motherfuckers minimize what they do and maximize what somebody else do. I watch motherfuckers do the exact same thing. It was wrong when one person, like it's gonna be wrong when you do it. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be wrong when you do it. But they can sit right there and do the exact same thing and they gonna give you the reason why they did it. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's always going to be different for you. You know why it's different from you? Because it's easy to tell somebody else what the fuck they should have did when it ain't them. You know what I'm talking about? In the situation. Y'all ain't never seen that? Like you be sitting right there with your bitch or your kids or some shit like that. And the motherfucker tell you you shouldn't talk to the bitch like that or the kids like that. They telling you that shit because it's easy to tell you that. Then they get around their kids or they bitch and they could talk to them or put their hands on them any kind of way they want to. Because it's different then. You know why it's different then? Because it's actually you that had to hear the disrespect. See, the disrespect ain't loud when it's on somebody else. See, like if I'm over there visiting you and your kids do something disrespectful, your bitch do something disrespectful, it's easy for me to tell you to let it go. You know what I'm talking about? Because the disrespect ain't on me. Yeah, they ain't talking to me off the side of their neck. You know, when it's a little bit harder to, when that shit is on you. It's easy for you to tell somebody don't hit that kid. Oh man, you shouldn't talk to the bitch like that. It's easy for you to say that when it's not you that got to deal with the kid or that bitch. See, when it's you and the motherfucker disrespect you or they done did something, see, it's a little bit different then, ain't it? Yeah, it's a little bit different then. When it's on you, you been and took your neck and body slammed the motherfucker, to grab the motherfucker by the neck and body slammed him and shit. When it's on you, something straight out of the comic book, I tell you. Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. Treat people the way you want to be treated, man. That's just the best way to live, bruh. Treat people the fucking way you want to be treated, man. You know what I'm talking about? There's nothing more better than that. That way you can assure that you did your part on keeping the game even. You know what I'm talking about? You did your part on keeping the game even. When you don't treat people the way you want to be treated, you start making yourself delusional. They say, bro, I'm telling you, bro, when you don't treat people the way you want to be treated, you start making yourself delusional. You start creating an unbalance because you realize that you treat people like shit, motherfuckers still trying to have a care about you. You gonna create a unknowingly, you gonna create an uneven balance within your universe. That you still gonna be a shitty person, but then you gonna expect people to treat you with respect and shit. And a lot of times that shit just don't, bro, you end up lonely. That's what happened. When I'm saying lonely, I ain't talking about no bitch or no nigga. You just end up lonely. You like, don't nobody want to fuck with you. And the reason they don't want to fuck with you is because you have created basically an alternate universe for your motherfucking self. You live in a world where you treat everybody crazy as a motherfucker, then you expect somebody to treat you with respect. You know what I'm talking about? I done seen millions of motherfuckers like that in my lifetime, bro. Millions. You get what I'm saying? To where you want to sit around and come up to your conclusion of what you think are, and most of the time when people do that, what they think ain't shit. Because you seeing life through some fucked up eyes. You seeing life through everybody doing something to your ass. You don't never see what you doing to nobody. You don't never realize that you done raised your voice or what you done said that these people that took wrong. It's always about what somebody that did and said to you to make you upset. And can I tell you, I can't stand people like that. I'm not bullshitting with you. I can't stand no motherfucker that sits up here like a fucking 9-year-old. I can do whatever the fuck I want to you, but then the moment you snap back at me, that's the problem. So it wasn't me calling you all out your name. It wasn't me disrespecting you. It was what you said. And y'all something straight out of the comic book with that Tricky Turn. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't know how, especially in this day and age right here, I don't know how the fuck y'all think, because y'all be talking to people crazy as a motherfucker, yelling. Y'all always tough. Y'all always talking shit. It ain't never no understanding unless it's just, as soon as you disagree with somebody, it goes straight to the bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't understand how the fuck y'all feel that you supposed to get like a motherfucker is supposed to come at you any other way than that energy you putting out with them. I don't understand that. I don't. I just don't understand how you expect to disrespect somebody and expect them to want to treat you with respect. And I see y'all do this shit so much, especially you bitches, because you hoes, like you even in the supermarket, bro, y'all hoes are so catty. And you niggas is getting the same way, bro. I swear to God. Like, I watch you bitches sit there, like, no matter where the fuck I'm at. It don't matter if you in DMV. I watch hoes, and now it's niggas doing the same shit. Y'all intentionally do shit to try to get up under people's skin. I watch hoes in the checkout line, like intentionally fucking with the cashier, intentionally doing shit, intentionally fucking with people. You know what I'm talking about? Then you trying to get an attitude. It's like you up there just fucking with this bitch for no reason, because she at work. And just us as people in today's world, we have a nasty ass attitude. We do. And once again, y'all got a nasty ass attitude with everybody but the police and that boss. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know how to act all the way right. I swear to God, the police and your boss can disrespect you, and you know how to accept that. You know how to just laugh that off. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know how to just laugh that off. You know what I'm talking about? Because I guess in your mind, they hold the key to your future. So you know how to just laugh that disrespect off. When your boss talking to you in racial slurs and shit, and like when your boss talking to you in racial slurs, and the police then said whatever it is they said about you. You know what I'm talking about? We know how to laugh that shit off. Let it be your nigga. Let it be your bitch. Let it be anything else. You know what I'm talking about? Let it be anything else. You know how to snap in. Let it be another black person. You know how to get fully disrespected. You just know how to check yourself when it's the white people or that boss. Something straight out of comic book, bro. Motherfuckers don't be having no resiliency. Motherfuckers really know how to comply. Yeah, motherfuckers really know how to comply. It's like these motherfucking lights taking yellow long, nigga. You know what I'm talking about, man? I don't see how this motherfucker don't charge, nigga. My motherfucking yikes before I strike, man. Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. You know what I'm talking about? Treat people the way you want to be treated, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because it ain't no fun once the motherfucking rabbit has the gun. It ain't. And they got y'all in a world to where, nigga, it's cool to be disrespectful, bruh. It's cool to do fake shit. I don't understand that, bruh. It's just cool to do fake shit. And somehow you expecting somebody, y'all expect people to keep it real when you fake with them. It's like y'all don't even know what real is no more. Y'all don't know what solid is no more, nigga. Like, fake is the new solid. You know what I'm saying? Tricky turn. And what's funny to me is always the people that got a problem with motherfuckers saying something about them, that's always fucking saying something about somebody else. You feel me? You don't like when motherfuckers talk about you, but you always talking about somebody. I ain't never understood that shit. Every time you talk to your motherfucking ass, you talking about what they done said about you. Are you so worried about what a motherfucker done said about you, but you don't do nothing but chop other motherfuckers up? Treat people the way you want to be treated, man. You feel what I'm saying? They done taught you niggas how to argue on TV and shit, bro. You niggas run to the motherfucker, nigga. You niggas use this motherfucking internet for a diary, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That's how you can tell you niggas had diary. You can tell who had diaries in high school on this motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit, nigga. They got y'all using this motherfucker as a diary, bruh. Even though this motherfucker is a digital diary, or it can be. You know what I'm talking about? They just have a motherfucker up here like, I'm telling you, Facebook fucked y'all up. Really, MySpace fucked y'all up. To keep it real. But motherfucker just go back and forth with they gripes all day, bruh. And what they done did is they done got y'all out of calling each other up on the phone and just hashing that shit out in the background where ain't nobody else in y'all business. Y'all don't do that though. They got y'all putting everybody's business on Front Street so everybody else could comment on it and just continue to instigate it. You know what I'm talking about? It's always was something about an instigating ass nigga to me, bruh. It just was, folks. Any nigga that come around and be instigating shit, man, what? It was always something about that nigga to me, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, man, we got motherfucker ask that nigga Tang, man. I told that nigga back in the late 90s, bro. That when I said, man, that nigga, you know what I'm talking about? I told that nigga in the late 90s, nigga, the early 90s, mid 90s, nigga, about a nigga. Man, I don't like that nigga, man. That nigga ain't, man. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga out here playing, man. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga out here acting tough because he got us in front of him. You know what I'm talking about, man? That nigga from the hills, bro. That nigga don't even belong down here right now, man. I ain't bullshit with you. You know what I'm talking about? I told that nigga Tang that shit in the mid 90s, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Late 90s. Man, I don't like that nigga right there, bro. That nigga is not really turf, bro. That nigga is a sucker. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga from up on them hills somewhere, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga from up on them hills somewhere, bro. That nigga just down here hanging with us, man. I ain't bullshitting with you. You know what I'm talking about? I yikes before I strikes, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Cause man, it's cold. I can't even explain it, bruh. It's just cold, bruh. And they got you, they gonna have you playing, bruh. This is what they gonna have you doing, bruh. They gonna have you all around the fucking board. They gonna have you talking about so much other shit, running around here playing, bruh. Motherfucking days just going by, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Imagine you trying to research somebody else, nigga, so you can come drop some smut off about them, nigga, and you pass while you researching them. Just think about that, folks. So you would have died worrying about somebody else, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I told you we too much in that these niggas have started the BMW motorcycle club looking ass. We got the expensive bikes looking at. Niggas look like I don't even know why you want to. Them don't even look like the bikes. You know what I'm talking about? The OGs, Black Love will remain. You know what I'm talking about? Black Love will remain. But I don't know. I don't. I can tell you this shit too far gone. I told y'all that the other day when I seen that big fat face bitch swing on that baby, bruh. Like that's what's really going on out here, man. Y'all crazy as a motherfucker, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. I'm telling you, that bitch should have been shot right in her motherfucking face. The moment she put her hand on that little baby, man, somebody should have blew that bitch face off. You know what I'm talking about? We play too much, man. I be seeing hell of my niggas I went to school with just out here on some tourist shit. Hell of niggas I went to. I told y'all if y'all ever watched that, y'all didn't see when I ran into my nigga at the Raider game. My nigga Lil John. Used to be with my nigga Pierre, Michael Whitlock and them, James Thompson. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to them niggas, man. R.I.P. Michael Whitlock. I think Michael Whitlock passed. Nigga used to be hella good in baseball. I think, did Michael Whitlock play for the Cincinnati Reds or something? Shout out to all my old school niggas, man. I went to Frick with. I told y'all about that football game, me and my nigga Jonathan Cannon Wright. Me, Jonathan Cannon Wright, that nigga Keno. Or Keto, whatever the fuck that nigga name was. Not little Keto from Greenside, the other Keto, the sports playing ass nigga. We had a nigga to this day, bruh. Nigga, we played at Frick. Nigga, we never had one football game at Concordia, nigga. We played every game at Elmhurst. Nigga, we played every motherfucking game at Elmhurst, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Elmhurst had home field advantage like a motherfucker. I told y'all that nigga Lil T. R.I.P. Lil T. From Walnut. My nigga was a quarterback, bro. That nigga was like Randall Cunningham. Wade Lil T was hella hard to catch up with, bro. That nigga used to be doing hella shit like Randall Cunningham and shit, bro. That nigga was like Michael Vick like a motherfucker, bro. You all talking about? A Lil T, man. I keep telling y'all I was in the house when Lil T used to be from Longfellow. 106 in Longfellow. I was in the house, man, when Lil T said, I'm finna to go to Walnut. You know what I'm talking about? Lil T and Bud. I'm telling you, because nigga John and Simeon and them, that nigga Lil T used to live right there on 106. It was Lil T and Simeon, then was my nigga, what's the nigga name? Junior, JR, or some shit like that. My nigga used to have a brown Trans Am. Then it was Chris and Ray. Y'all remember Fat Ant? That nigga got shot like 8 times with that 22 chopper. Who remember Fat Ant? Just a few of the fellas, man. You know what I'm talking about? Who remember Lil Charlie and them? You know what I'm talking about? Stayed down there by us on 106, man. You know what I'm talking about? Lil Charlie and them, man. On my mama, I seen Lil Charlie at my uncle's funeral. I seen Lil Charlie and them. Oh, man, I promise you, bro. I wish I could have went to that funeral right there from the streets. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I wish I could have went to that funeral right there on the streets. I had to go turn myself back in because I knew my uncle partners. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out my Uncle Lenny. That nigga is funny as a motherfucker. Man, everybody in my motherfucking family is funny, bruh. I ain't gonna sit with you. R.I.P. my Uncle Nutty and my Uncle Squeaky, man, my mama. Just like all the Weeds kids is hella funny. Hella funny. Even to this day, nigga, my auntie Teray hella funny. They is hella funny. My family, period, bruh. They is hella funny, man. Tricky, nigga, tricky turn. Tuesday, treat people the way you want to be treated. I told y'all this shit started off that fight because I'm looking at these niggas cry. And I'm watching these niggas cover this Devontae Tank Davis fight. And it's just funny how they didn't like they just don't cover that shit like they covered Devin Haney when he got cheated. Now here it is, they covering a fight where a nigga had a fair square brawl with a motherfucker, and they making excuses. You know what I'm talking about? They just discredited the fact that the other dude was cheating and just talking about how much he got hit, he was getting wobbled and all. They didn't have that same approach when it came to they dude though. They wasn't talking about the nigga came up from 130 pounds and you know what I'm talking about? That was his first fight at 135 for a champion. They didn't say none of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? They didn't say nothing about the nigga who was supposed to be the knockout artist was getting clipped with the motherfucking counters and he was getting wibble wobble. They wasn't saying nothing about, hey, that nigga lost. You know what I'm talking about? But it was a good enough fight to be a, I ain't mad with the draw. You know what I'm talking about? I get it. But with the naked eye, bruh, everybody's seeing the same thing. Everybody see the same thing. That's what they said with Nephew. When Nephew lost, bro, they said you cannot unsee what you saw. Even though this nigga was on drugs. So they explained that Devin Haney fight, like somehow that was a fair fight or something. Like a nigga wasn't on steroids. And then when it came out that the nigga was on steroids, probably 3-4 different fucking steroids. You get what I'm saying? These niggas created a narrative that the steroids didn't matter. Man, you niggas something straight out of a comic book, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Now the drugs didn't matter, but the nigga was taking them. He wasn't looking for no advantage. He just took some steroids for nothing. Then they try to break down the supplements he took and all that. Man, y'all niggas something straight out of comic book, bro. They will come up with any reason to discredit you, just like they'll come up any reason to make an excuse for you if you one of their people. That's why niggas should just stop doing that shit, period, bro. Y'all the ones that got boxing fucked up, cause you niggas done turned into, y'all done turned boxing into niggas having man crushes on other niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Running in behind niggas holding they nuts. Let them go. Watch this, I bet he don't. You know what I'm talking about? Grown man talking about being petty, folks. Man, that shit disgusting. You niggas sound just like that big bitch fussing. You know what I'm talking about? With all that back and forth, and when this grown man gonna act important? I'm really somebody. I ain't gotta act important. I'm really old school. Take you back to Horseman across the street from Armand House. I know you probably wondering why I got one arm out of this. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to take you a guess. Think wisely before you take you a step. I was in the traffic. I was shaking with Nip. We was on our way to Chase. We was chasing a check. My whole life I've been taking a step. You know what I'm talking about? 10 or 4. What? I'm taking the bet. Watch this. Mind power. Shake the dice. 5-5 flowers. You know what I'm talking about? Now give me my little girl. You way too young to have that look of all that frustration on your face. You know what I'm talking about? That's how they getting us out here, man. That was a baby. And the baby had a look of nothing but frustration on her face. Man, I keep telling y'all this shit is designed for us to lose. Find out how to win, bruh. If you play by these people rules, you're gonna be broke and a worker ant. You will. You're gonna be running around here talking about 4K1 and trying to wait to retire while the motherfucking lifespan of a black person going down every motherfucking day. Nigga, pretty soon, nigga, the lifespan of a black person, nigga, gonna be 38 years old, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You sit out here and play by the rules of these people, bruh, you're gonna be broke and a worker ant, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? And you're gonna find that you spend most of your time on these people's clock, right where they wanted you at. Right where they wanted you at. You feel me? Y'all ever seen that documentary about the US and they was talking about the school systems? And they was talking about how they got that shit for Russia and shit, and it's almost like a school prepares you for jail, actually. You get what I'm saying? With all them bills and shit and how they did. But Russia wouldn't even know. It was just how they like trained their soldiers. But it was how they got it from a Russian military shit. But it was like they trained they soldiers to respond to them bells. It was a brainwashing, bro. They got people used to them bells. They got I don't want to fuck them people words up, but it's a documentary out there, bro. Where they be talking about basically how nigga school prepares you for the penitentiary. Basically, school and the penitentiary is the same thing. Where they run that motherfucker. But Russia used to run they used to be like a boot camp or something. They used to run a military, some shit like that, to get you in line for something. You know what I'm talking about? I'll just tell you to keep pushing, man. Treat people the way you want to be treated. You feel me, man? And just go for what you know. I'm telling you, man, get that shit out your motherfucking Tricky Turn Tuesday, man. Get that shit out your head, bruh. All that honest and right and wrong, get that shit out your head, bruh. If somebody told you to take a package right now, nigga, to Miami and they had $53,000 for you, would you look at that wrong? Would you look at that, you don't want to do that because that's bad or whatever? If you was dead broke, you ain't never been dead broke and prayed to God, nigga, then all of a sudden the lick became available. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ain't never prayed for some money, nigga. Then the lick became available, nigga. Y'all, I don't know, bro. But if I just prayed for some money, then the motherfucking a lick became available, bro. And is that still God? You gotta ask yourself that, bro, because I think y'all just associate God with everything that's good and not bad. Just like if it's something good happen for us, we always saying thank God. When something bad happen for us, we always blaming the devil. We don't say thank God no more. Can I tell you, I wake up every morning and thank God for whatever the fuck position I'm in. I thank God for whatever I got and whatever I don't got, bro. Even if I'm not doing well, I'm still gonna pray and thank God for that because I'm still alive to see the hard times. My daddy told me that, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I told you I was sitting there in that motherfucking hole for that 18 months, man. That 18 months did a number on, bro. And I told you I sat there, nigga, and I argued. I didn't argue. I was sitting there, man, crying to my daddy. Nigga, just 18 months and whoop, 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 and all that shit right there, man. And I gotta, and I had to realize. That nigga said, man, you gotta be thankful, even for the bad shit, nigga, because that shit, all this shit too shall pass, bro. But you gotta be thankful for the bad shit that you even alive to see that shit, man. And that man said that shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about? I got exactly what the fuck he meant. And I shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about? I did. And bruh's finna get on up out of here, man. You know what I'm talking about? Thank everybody for coming over here, man. It's time for me to go ahead and take my lunch. You know what I'm talking about? My break smoke and you know what I'm talking about? And things of that, man. I don't know what kind of truck this is right here, but I ain't never even heard of these chips. You know what I'm talking about? Because I was finna say, I'm finna go by there and snatch about 2 or 3 bags of them motherfuckers up off that motherfucker, man. I ain't even heard of them chips before. You know what I'm talking about? Them motherfuckers call it look like the chips is called Chip Ahoy's. Them motherfuckers is spelled Chip Ahoy's or some shit like that. Yeah, I ain't never, you know how normally the chips on that motherfucker, I have another chip stamp, like they'll have some Dorito stamps on there, a Lay's stamp. That motherfucker ain't even got another chip stamp on that motherfucker. That motherfucker just say at each chip, you know, nah. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got that. That's some chips you eat right there and they'll make you have to take a shit. You know what I'm talking about? And this one thing, if you working in this big old truck that you don't want to do, and that's half the shit. You know what I'm talking about? But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, mainly with that one right there. If you don't remember nothing else, always remember, it don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love, man. Until we meet again, thank everybody for coming through. Love you, sis.